Check one. Check one, two. Check one. Hey, man.
Hey.
Hey, man. We're live. We're live, but nobody can see us.
Excellent.
It's like a podcast.
Yeah, exactly. So, good week. Isn't that what they say at every podcast? Good week.
Yeah. Do you have a good week?
I did. I had a great week. Thank you.
Are you in a cave?
No, I can turn that off. I just like to be funny.
I don't even know what this is going to look like. Let's see. Well, let's start and then let's see what happens. You guys, this is Straturday night for October 1st. Hey, October. It's 11:02 p.m. Eastern, 8:02 Pacific out here in Santa Cruz. Wow, look at this. We got more people here. Yo. Hey, man.
Hey, what's shaking?
Hey, good, man.
Hey, Trev, how you doing?
Michael B. Sounds like a Michael B.
It is, buddy. What's going on?
Straturday night.
It is. Awesome. We'll hang out for a bit.
You are
correct.
correct.
Let's find some sort of intro. I guess we'll just we'll do this. Here we go. Yeah, right on. There we are.
Oh, we're on with the martial art. Excellent.
Look at that. Hey, there you are, man.
Hey, Trev.
Michael, good to see you.
Happy Saturday night. Great to see you, too.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Yeah.
Haven't seen you in a while.
Hey, great to see you. Let's see if I can find something. It's not Sunday. It's not talking. Well, yeah, we can talk guitars, of course. Let's see.
You know,
Yeah,
our friends in the chat there.
I gotta make some new
Give you
backgrounds.
a go.
There we go.
You
That one
love the
works.
people of the chat.
Hello. Hey,
Muting of the
Alan.
chat.
What's up, you guys? Yeah, it was very weird. Trev knows this because we were just talking, literally just minutes ago. We're in GTA on Twitch, and I discovered that I have this this small warehouse or something.
Special cargo warehouse.
Special cargo warehouse. So I'm like, you know, I sent somebody away to buy some I don't know, it's very boring.
Special cargo.
Some special cargo. And
Lupe.
yeah. And so anyway, so I'm running down the street, and again, this isn't a video game. This isn't in real life. This isn't a game. Live on Twitch, you can actually see it. Go over to my Twitch channel, and you can actually see this happening. And all of a sudden, I look at the clock, and I'm like, it's 7:51. I'm like, wait a minute. I've got a YouTube show to do. I totally spaced. And so Trev can tell you, I'm like, wait a minute. I think I got to go. You know?
Gotta go be on YouTube.
Woo!
Yes. So there we go. There's the
brother. Good to see you.
Hey, man. What's up, you guys? Welcome everybody. This is Straturday night, and let's do this right. Let's make this a real show. Let's say hello to the top tier of channel members here on YouTube, here on Johnny Beane TV. We have channel membership, as you all know, and the top tier are the executive producers. And if I can find that video, I'll play that one too. That's this one. They are Stephen Franklin, Michael Smith, Music Therapy Laz, Majestic PB and J Cat, Thomas Santiago, Guitar Man 45, Sherman Callahan, Thomas Santiago, John Moronic, R. Habs, David Allen Wright, and Warlag. Top tier of channel membership here on Johnny Beane TV, here on YouTube. If you'd like to be a channel member, this is Johnny Beane. Click that join button below. It's very right. Is that right? Yeah. Click the join button. Michael B. Thank you. Thank you, Michael B.
Just like that. I feel great now. I think everybody wants to feel great. They should do this.
Wow. There we go. New member, Michael B. There we go. Thank you, Michael B. Top of the world, executive producer, Michael B.
So good. I
There he
recommend
is.
that to anybody out there to try that. That is awesome.
It's fun. It's awesome. Eduardo, hey, good to see you, man. You guys, this is awesome. Symmetry.
Yeah, freebie every month. If you don't use it, you don't get 2 next month. So
That's right.
one of the
Yeah.
perks of being a member.
Yes. Yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, Symmetry, he just used his free, what is that? It's like a free
Membership comment, highlighted comment.
highlighted
Thing.
comment. Yes. So there you go. There you go.
What,
right
one a month,
on.
you think?
Yeah. Yeah, every month you get one free one that you get to use and get highlighted in the chat. It shows at the top of the chat. It shows it in the chat. It's a color. It's very cool. And hey, Eduardo Marino Porto, welcome, dude. Tim Thomas, welcome. Edwin Crane, welcome. Gino, welcome. Alan, welcome. Janice, Tim Thomas, John DeShane, Tim Thomas, Edwin Crane, Janice, Robot, Tim Thomas. Look at that. Thomas Santiago. Now you're doing it. Right on, man.
The usual gang.
Jeff Davidson, Thomas Santiago. There you are, man. Remember for 30 months? I don't even know how long that is. Dude,
Just for 2.5 years.
thank you. 2.5 years, man. Tim Thomas, I guess I can vouch for that, man, because I was going through some comments, some old, like some of you guys here might have noticed. I hearted some of your comments from like 6 years ago. I went through on YouTube on the comments, and I found all these comments from years ago that I had never like responded to or smashed the thumbs up or whatever. So actually, I went and I spent like an hour just doing this, and actually a lot of them were Michael Smith and David Allen Wright. A lot of them were the same two guys, like from 6 years ago, going on 7 years ago. There were some other ones in there though. There was Thomas Santiago. There was Laz. I think before I even knew Laz, he was leaving comments on these videos, and so that
Been
was
a minute
cool.
since I've seen Laz around. I guess you'll see him on the show tomorrow.
Yeah. I didn't see him this week. This last week when I was up in the East Bay.
Well, he was busy the week before, that's for sure.
Mhm.
Driving up and down.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll see him soon.
Yep.
And let's see, what else do we normally do here? We got channel members, we got executive producers, we got let's see,
The lights in the guitar.
we got the
Moir.
lights, we got the Guitar Moir. There we go. The Guitar Moir. These lights, these are special lights you'll only see right here on Johnny Beane TV. I can't even. I just had a In and Out. I just had a Five Guys burger, and I'm like out of it.
Yep. Belly ball.
Trev will tell you because he was there. I mean,
Beef drunk.
Yes, I'm beef drunk. Oh my gosh! But hey, besides that, yes, we have the lights where you can change those lights in real time and get your questions or comments highlighted. That's called the Guitar Moir. That's called Super Chats. And it's a feature of the lights you'll only see here on Johnny Beane TV. Only place. And let's see. Speaking of that, we're also live on Facebook, Johnny Beane TV Facebook page, which looks something like that, sort of, not really. Where we have what are called Facebook Stars, which is a digital gift that helps in the production of these shows. There we go. And speaking of Facebook, where's the beef? That's right, Jeff Davidson. It's in my belly, and it was delicious. It had
Thank you.
cheese and pickles, onions.
Right.
It was awesome. Speaking of Facebook, we're also live in the exclusively Van Halen group, where we're at like 62,000 members. EVH Gear Fans Live group, EVH Gear Fans Live page, Johnny Bean TV Facebook group as well. And yeah, it's incredible. It's just amazing. Actually, it is really cool. Because actually, Facebook now, when you go live on Facebook, it turns them into events like automatically. Like back in the day, you had to like make your own Facebook event. Now it makes them for you, so it's pretty cool. So I think that really sends out more alerts. I think it gives you more of a chance for people to actually see these videos on Facebook.
Yeah,
I think I'm not sure, but Probably. But it's very cool. Man. So, yeah. Tim Thomas. Yeah, so I'm beef drunk right now. I just had a Five Guys burger, French fries, and
Did you get the Cajun fries?
No, I just had the regular ones. I know. The Cajun ones are amazing. They're good.
The heat makes them more addictive.
Mm-hmm.
Thrash Metal had a shirt that said, "Where's the beef?"
Oh, no way.
With the little granny on it?
Hey, Thrash Metal.
That was classic.
Hey, Dwight Bailey. Hey, man.
Dwight Bailey.
Yeah, I remember those commercials. Where's the beef and all that.
Where's the beef?
Yeah, so I had this crazy idea that I would have dinner first and then do the show, thinking, oh, I'll be fine, you know. And now I'm just like super full and out of it. And probably should have eaten, you know, later on, but I don't know.
I think it's still another 10 minutes before you can go swimming, Johnny.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I'll be going swimming tonight. I think I'm all right. But hey, Mega Todd 707, I see your comment here. Hey, Dwight Bailey. Hey, Tim Thomas. Hey, Johnny, the show last Saturday was awesome. You rock. Thank you so much, man. Dude, that feels like a year ago to me. That doesn't feel like only a week ago. That was a lot of fun. That was wild. And if you're wondering, if you're brand new here and you're like, what are you guys talking about? Last Saturday night show, I was live from Oakland, playing guitar in my friend's band. And if you would like to check out that video, Nightbot should have it for you. There it is, live from Warehouse 416 in Oakland. That was last Saturday. It was a really good time, really good stream. Lots of great music that I got copyright claims for left and right. But
because you played them all.
Totally worth it. Yes. Like every song, I like you know, out couple hours, you know, after the show, I get all these alerts, and it's like copyright claim, and it doesn't do anything. Actually, they were sharing it. Actually, it wasn't like I wasn't getting like totally busted or anything. So
that was a fun show. I was playing along. I didn't realize that Duran Duran song was that easy. I was like, oh wow, I can actually hear what Johnny's doing. I jammed a lot.
That's a great one. Oh, and that reminds me. Thanks for reminding me, man. Let me make a note. I was supposed to post a clip of that Duran performance in a Duran group on Facebook. Somebody that runs a Duran group wanted that posted in their group. So thank you for reminding me. I'm gonna make a note.
I didn't even know I was supposed to. So.
Actually, I'll do that in my own group too. Because actually, I run.
Right place in the universe when stuff like that happens.
There you go.
Yeah.
You are where you're supposed to be. Things are gelling. Synchronicity.
There you go.
That was another police reference.
Yes. Yeah, there we go. We'll show that.
Because that'll make more copyright claims. We don't need any more of that.
No, not really. Thrash metal and fun riffs. I had a Duran Duran cassette for Christmas. That was orange. Huh? Orange? Might have been an import. I don't know if any of the U.S. versions were orange. I don't know. Although I didn't have them all on cassette. I had a few on cassette, and then years later I bought everything on iTunes MP3. So everything I have now is invisible. So is somebody on an airplane?
Soothing, isn't it?
It might be my
Sounds
computer phones.
Sounds like we're on an airplane. No, it's cool. It's cool, man. Hey, Chris King. Welcome, man.
Did it go away when I muted?
I don't know. You know what's weird though is the Target that I go to in San Ramon, California. They're remodeling their restrooms, and so they have this like trailer, like restroom outside the building. And you walk in there, and it's not tiny, but it's there's a lot of space in there. You swear you walk in there, and you're on an airplane, like in an airplane restroom, kind of, but bigger, because the thing's like shaking around while you're in there and stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of fun. Yeah, Hip Metalworks. Yeah, Airplane, great movie. Yeah.
Hey brother, how you doing, man?
Yeah, those movies I've seen. I've seen all those. The first one, second one. I don't know if there was a third one. I don't know. That was you?
No.
Wait a minute. I've got the wrong settings here. Let's see. Analytics. There we go. We have 11 thumbs ups, you guys. Smash that thumbs up. I feel like I've forgotten a lot of stuff that I'm supposed to say in the beginning of these shows, but it's okay. It's all right. Man. So Trev, yes. I know we hang out almost every night over in San Andreas or Los Santos. on GTA live on Twitch. So actually anybody that goes over to my Twitch channel, you can actually watch and listen to us pretty much almost every night. We hang out for like 2 hours, 3 hours. But Michael B, how are you doing, man? It's been
Very
a
good.
little
Thank
while.
you. Yeah,
it's been a while since we've seen you.
Yeah. I'm just getting excited. I have a gig coming up in October. First one out in a couple of years. So
right on.
It's all a mess. So I'm pretty excited. So if anybody is in the Somerville, Massachusetts area on the 22nd, I think we play around 5 for a set.
Will you be streaming?
I hope so, but you never know. I definitely will be trying to. Yeah, but it's
that's
Melancholy Circus, and I play bass.
Okay.
I came in after the music was written. Guy that Sean McNamara is so talented. Did all the stuff, kind of like Dave Grohl style, first album style. Just did the whole thing himself. It's amazing. So good.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he's really talented.
Cool.
So I would listen to music even if, I wasn't in a band. It would be my kind of music.
Mm-hmm. Well, dude, yeah, if you can stream it, definitely do that. Because the gig I played last week, nobody showed up. There was literally there was like 5 people, like nobody was there. And it's like if I hadn't have streamed it, they were actually like the singer and the drummer. They were like, thank you so much for streaming this, because there was. But I think also they kind of realized, well, that's how it is nowadays. You stream. I mean, we're streaming right now. I'm the only one here. There's nobody else here. But I mean, this is like the future. And I know I've been doing this for 6 years, 7 years, or whatever. But anyway, as far as like a live gig or something, definitely if you can stream it, do that.
I just want to make sure I've got internet. I'm not blocked out.
Yeah.
Inside a Faraday cage or something. You never know. But there'll definitely be people because there's 3 opening bands. They do originals, 3 sets each. 1 set each, and then some will play from 9 o'clock on.
Right on.
So should be fun.
Cool.
Kind of old school way, 4 bands get together, play a gig. So pretty exciting.
Dude,
At a
that
bar,
is that is
at a
exciting,
hall.
man.
It's called The Jungle. It's a club, I believe.
The Jungle.
Somerville, Massachusetts.
Jungle.
October 22nd.
Somerville, Massachusetts. Oh, here it is. The Jungle.
That's it.
Somerville.
Yep.
Let's check it out. Here we go. The
There
Jungle.
you go.
Open mics. Oh, this place looks nice, man. Here, let's
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
let's do this. Let's check it out. That's
What else
exciting. That's
happened?
exciting.
There's no gigs now. I'm just so excited to be out there again.
Oh man, that's I'm back like what do you call it? There we go.
You're gonna drive? Oh wow!
Is that it right there?
Navigate to.
Somerville.
Couldn't tell you.
Which way are we going?
I just go Route 93. You see that there? I would go there. Yeah.
Oh, now we're getting into the places. What was it called?
It's called
The bar?
The Jungle.
The Jungle.
The Jungle.
The Jungle, Somerville. Right?
Yeah, we can see the header of the webpage there.
Or
Right, yeah.
the Jungle.
Yep, that's it.
Looks like that. There we are.
Dine-in, take-out, delivery. Open till 1 a.m.?
With comedy on Tuesday nights. So you guys want to do open mic comedy? There you go.
Can we do it from here? Can we stream like this? This is probably comedy, right? Is this considered comedy? Can we stream this over there and have like a microphone like to a laptop on stage?
Why not?
I'll put you on one of those robots. You can joystick around the club, say hi to people.
Oh, right on.
We've got a bank, bagel shop, there's some pizza.
I feel like we're pulling one of those heists in GTA, Trev.
Right, scoping out the map.
Yeah.
You're scoping the
Park
place
the
out.
helicopter here.
Yeah. Oh man. So here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, so you
Ooh,
hit the
look at
concerts one and you'll see the dates,
that.
I think. Yeah.
that. So I
believe
you would
you can
be
just go to, you got to switch to October. No, it is October, so you won't switch. And then do the 22nd, which is a Saturday.
It says September.
Oh, you got to switch, I
October.
guess.
There you go, right there. Wait, Saturday what?
22nd.
22nd? Okay, which one are you? Melancholy Circus?
Melancholy Circus, yes.
There we go. There you are.
And it's on YouTube as well, if anybody wants to go check them out. Check us out.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So Sean's got a channel, got both albums up. So some good stuff.
Right there. Right
10
there.
bucks. 4 bands for 10
That's
bucks.
right.
Come
That's
on.
right.
now.
It's awesome.
Hey, Janice says she's going to try to make it.
Oh,
Janice
Nice.
is in your
That'd be
area?
Cool.
She's in Connecticut. It's about probably a 2-hour drive for her.
Oh, man.
Maybe
Right
an hour
on.
and 45 or an hour and a half.
That's not far. I drive that every day.
Huh.
I drive that there and back every day.
Yeah, this is
every
it's
other day.
north of Boston, so she's gonna have to go up, a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But that'd be great. Thank you, Janice.
Right on. Let's see. Oh, there's a menu. I'm so full, but we gotta look at the menu though. Can you see
Chris
that?
King wants to
you-
know about New Year's.
Oh crap! Can't
Trev.
see it.
Yeah. What day is New Year's this year?
Unfortunately, was it on a Friday last year? Or
the
a Saturday?
first?
I barely remember. But
It's on a Sunday.
Oh, New Year's! Dang it! Yeah.
New Year's Eve's on a- New Year's
For
Eve is on
years.
the Saturday. New Year's Day is on the Sunday.
For years, we've done New Year's shows on the channel here where we go live either every hour or we're just live and we stay live
That was my
the
Johnny
entire
Bing
time.
debut.
Yeah.
So
No, not me too. I can't say that. I was on before that.
that was a year ago? Dang.
I'll play for you guys, and you can assess how far I've come in the last 12 months. Coming up next Thursday will be 2 years since I've taken up this latest rendition of playing guitar.
Oh, cool.
Oh, right
October
on.
6th.
Yeah. It's like another birthday.
Yeah. So there's the club that you'll be playing right there. I clicked on like the menu stuff, but it opens up as a PDF and it doesn't show it, so you guys can't even see it. But there's the club you'll be playing at. Looks cool.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it's gonna be exciting.
Looks like a cool place.
I'd drink and eat there.
It's funny because the booking just came in a couple of days ago, and it was going to be next Tuesday. And I was like, "Oh, all right." But we called them back and said, "Hey, what are the dates?" And they said, "How about that Saturday?" Like, "Yep."
Mm-hmm. That's cool, man.
Yeah, Tuesday. I've done Tuesday night gigs near Boston, and you get nobody. The staff just sitting there, looking at the stage, like, oh, nobody showed up.
Well,
They
I did a
didn't-
gig on a Saturday and I got nobody.
Yeah, you didn't market it. I mean, you marketed it. I don't know if anything else did.
Yeah.
We were all excited. Yeah, like, yeah, and we got to see it, and it was a cool event.
Mm-hmm. Well, cool. Well, that's awesome, man. That looks like a great place, and we're excited for you, and definitely, yeah. If you can stream it, we'll be there, I guess.
Chris King was there. That's what he says.
Yeah.
Pretty sure
Yeah.
I've subscribed to your channel.
Yeah. Probably through the magic of streaming. Probably. That was cool. Well, hey, this place looks great, and again, very very excited for you, man.
Yeah.
Let's see. What are they doing right now? Actually, where's that calendar at?
Oh, that's true. There's a gig right now.
Yeah, what are they doing? What is right now? The
It probably
first
just ended.
probably just got over. Oh, because for you it's what 11:30.
Yeah, it's 11. Yeah, 11:30.
They're on the final stretch.
What is it? October?
It depends
right
what
here.
kind of band, what kind of place. Clubs generally not that late, unless it's a big act.
Doors 7:30. 1, 2, 3, 4. There was like 5 bands. So if you think 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30.
It's so cool. Places are doing stuff like that now again. Otherwise, you wouldn't hear original music at all live.
Mm-hmm.
Only if you knew a friend that was like, "Hey, come see my band play." That'd be the only way you would see original music.
Now for the important part, let's take a look at their menu. What kind of food are they serving?
Yeah.
Oh, I tried, but
Oh.
it opens up as a PDF and it doesn't share. Like, you guys can't see it. I can see it. Like, I click on it, and it opens up as a brand new window for me.
I wonder if I can.
Chipotle honey wings, tater tots, falafels, mozzarella sticks, fried dough.
Oh yeah,
served with
fried dough
cinnamon
is
and
awesome.
Sugar.
Just a big lump of dough, like a big flat donut, sugar
Okay, there
all
we
over.
go.
It's amazing.
Got the croissant egg sandwich, $8. Breakfast burrito, $11. French toast, nice.
Yep.
Chipotle honey wings, tater tots, tachos. Oh, that sounds good. Like nachos with tater tots. Nice.
Tachos. That sounds awesome.
Right? Tater tots, diced tomatoes, jalapenos, cilantro. Yeah. I'm down for that.
Tater tot
Like-
shows.
Turkey clubs. Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Hey, R2, R3, Lucky Nut.
R2,
Hey, man.
Cheers. We got shirts.
Oh, cool. Merch. Michael B, do you guys have merch?
I have a shirt somewhere. I don't know where it is to show, but I'm sure we have at least shirts. Yeah.
Mhm.
$6 a drink. That's not bad. $6 a beer.
No, it's not.
Ride the lightning. I like that. No description. Kind of looks like a Long Island of sorts.
Hmm. That looks good.
Hot for teacher? What?
Hot for teacher.
Look at that. Okay, you're gonna have to try one of those, Michael, and tell us what that's
All
like.
right. That's my mission.
Hopefully, we can see that on stream. It'll be like one of those reaction videos. $12 for
Oh,
Long
yeah,
Island,
man.
$12 for an old fashioned. Mai Tai. Haven't had a Mai Tai in 30 years.
Yeah, Mai Tais are awesome.
Wow. That's cool. And that's on Facebook?
Hey, Zach Dong.
Hey, Zach.
Earplugs, $2. That's a good
Ah.
sign.
Who needs those?
Yeah, but it's a good sign. If they're offering it, that means it's probably loud.
There you go. Right on. Look at this. There's the audiences.
Now, let's see. Can we tell whether there be a good
Performers.
cell phone signal in there? I see a brick wall there. That's not good for cell reception.
Hmm.
I think that tilt of the head when she's singing, it kind of makes it so earnest. You know?
Mm-hmm. These pictures are kind of zoomed in.
That is weird, huh? Oh, one guy wants to wear the mask. All right, he's good.
There you go. Well, hey, very cool, man.
Yeah.
Very,
thanks
very
for,
cool. We're excited. If you're just tuning in, Michael B has a gig. When was that again? Saturday?
22nd.
October 22nd, the Saturday. Doors
October
open, I think it's
22nd.
3:30 in the afternoon. And
3:30
the jungle.
Eastern.
Yes. Yeah, Eastern
3:30
time.
Eastern.
But
so
if you don't know where
12:30
somebody's
out
pass
here.
is, it doesn't matter if you're in the wrong time zone. You're not going to make it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, hopefully I'll stream it.
Right on.
That'd be cool, man. Definitely. Yeah, I was gonna say after the gig I played last week. I mean, I got the bug again. You know, like I want to get out there and play and you know, break my back. You know, carrying my amplifier. You know, all that stuff we used to do years ago.
It's like going down the water slide. You want to just get right back out and run back up there and keep going up and down the water slide all day.
Yep. Yep. Definitely. So yeah. Yeah. It seems like things are kind of getting back to normal now with a lot of this stuff. It's
Yeah, there's a lot of bands playing out around here. It's great.
yeah. So that's cool. That's very, very exciting.
Who knows? John Biel could show up. No, I'm just
Oh
saying.
man,
He could technically.
is that where he is?
He's right there. Yeah.
Ah.
I think he's probably a half an hour away at the most.
Oh, that's nothing.
Yeah.
That's nothing, man. Well, John Biel, we miss you, man. And if you happen to see this, that would be awesome.
What
You
was the
guys
name
haven't
of
met,
it?
right?
It was not a Panama. The Hot for Teacher. I'll get him a Hot for Teacher if he shows up.
There we go.
Yeah, he has to.
You'll
show
get
up.
him. Oh man.
No, I haven't met him in
Wow.
person. No.
Wow. Not yet.
Dreams can happen.
Mm-hmm. I hope to meet him in person someday. That'd be great. That'd be very, very exciting. Let's see. That's right. Go John Beale. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. I'm actually looking. I'm actively looking now for other musicians
Nice.
or other bands that are looking for somebody to get out there and start playing again. And you guys know me. Everything I do, I stream. I mean, pretty much, I stream nonstop all the time. So any gigs coming up, definitely, I'll be streaming stuff for you guys.
Yeah, it was good. Les did a really good job of being cameraman slash stage helper kind of guy. Yeah, you definitely need another body if you want to try and do that.
Mm-hmm.
Just putting your phone up on a table might not be quite as effective.
Mm-hmm.
No, I usually bring a mic stand just for that with a clip. And I put it up on a table and put it streaming as high as the pole will go.
Do the little overhead thing.
Yep. So just so people won't walk in front of it, really. That's practical.
Yeah. Tallest guy in the room.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think there's software out there. I don't know. Actually, I know like later on you can actually use it in post where you can have like zoom, where you can zoom and pan and stuff. But I wonder if there's any software out there now where you can use that and actually have it automatically zoom for you. You know what I mean? I wonder.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That would be cool.
I'm not sure if it would work on streaming, but this phone has got the stylus, this S22 Ultra.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're doing a video, you can use gestures with this to do zoom in, zoom out, stuff like that, just by waving the wand.
Mm-hmm.
But cool. I don't know if that would work if you were like streaming on a StreamYard or Prism or whatever it is you use, right?
Right. Yeah.
Because I've streamed gigs in the past on my channel, but I don't think I had StreamYard then.
Right.
Maybe nobody did. So I didn't know you could schedule it ahead of time and not go live until you went live. So that was always the problem. Is like you think you're going to put the camera up, and you either do it too early and you go live, or you go too late with the StreamYard event. You just only go live once you're live, but you can hook it up in advance. So that's kind of cool. I'm looking forward to doing that instead.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right off the YouTube, it was live right away.
Right. I think now I think you can schedule more things in advance. And I mean it really depends on your the style of streaming as well, because I know here on we're live here on YouTube, we're live on Facebook. It's very well, I mean, actually it's not different, but it is kind of like, let's say like Trev and I, we hang out all the time over on, like I said, on Twitch. Well, I mean, no, I mean, I'm live on Twitch, and Trev, you're in the chat and you're watching and stuff. And I know you watch a lot of other stuff on Twitch as well, I'm assuming. There's a lot of streams where they'll start and they'll have like a countdown, and there'll be music like playing like up to like 10 minutes like before the stream even starts. And that's something you can do here on YouTube, and it's good and bad. It's like someone shows up and they're like, wait a minute, it's not even on yet, then they'll split, or if it's like I don't know. It just really depends on the style of streaming, the style of the content, I think.
It's got to be like the drive-ins with the little dancing hot dogs and the stuff, trying to get you to go to the concessions, right?
Yes.
The show will start in 10 minutes. Last chance to go get a beer and grab a hot dog.
Yeah. Let's all go to the lobby and get us a drink.
Yeah, there it is. Oh.
I don't know if that's real or it's just on Welcome Back, Kotter, but it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. But anyway, yeah. So anyway, congratulations again, man, and definitely if you can stream it, that'd be awesome. We'll all be there.
That is the intent.
Yeah.
Well, if he's doing it on a Saturday night, it'll coincide with your show. We could almost do like a viewing
No,
party.
It's going to be 9 hours before his show.
Oh,
No,
it's a daytime thing.
It's only it's at 5, so it's 4 hours before, or no, 6 hours before. Sorry, not 9.
Mm.
So
Doors
it'd be
open.
earlier.
I
So
guess
it'd be much earlier. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, even better. Then we'll have a chance to get in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great. And like I said, I'm right now I'm actually talking to musicians now, like talking to like drummers and
That's great.
I don't know who, people putting it out there I'm looking
Ear to the
for
ground.
people. Yeah, looking for, to get back out there and play and it's I'm sorry. I just
Did
got
you ever
a
play
link.
as a teenager? Out your first round
Me?
of Trev.
Trev?
Did you play when you were younger? Out gigging?
No.
Okay.
No. Like I said, I've 2 years actually sticking with it. I tried playing guitar once when I was like 17, few months, frustrated, quit. Again when I was 23, maybe again when I was 30. But a couple years ago, I finally said, I'm going to try one more time here. Do a little extra fiction for Edward, because it was the day he died that I decided I'm going to give it another shot for you, Eddie, and see what we can do it.
Wow, no
And
kidding.
with YouTube and all the resources we have available now and the community we have, it's still every day I pick that thing up for at least a half an hour and just fiddle around. And rather than being a parrot and just watching somebody do licks and trying to do the licks, I've actually put a concerted effort towards learning music theory, which has made a big difference.
Yeah. You know who's good for that? Zombie Guitar, I think is the name of the channel.
Hmm.
I don't know if it's the name of the channel or the guy. The guy's name is the name of the channel, but all I can remember is Zombie Guitar, because that's what he calls himself.
Right.
He's named his channel wrong. But if you search it, you'll get him. He's kind of metal-ish, but not over the top.
Right.
He can shred like crazy, but he teaches theory in a good, clear way, very, very fast. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Like applies it right.
There's a ton of great guitar lesson channels out there for sure.
Yeah.
Marty 5150 is one of my favorites. He does really good lessons. So on the way he lays things down, he has his little chicken scratch for the tablature and stuff. But he just has a way of explaining stuff so that it kind of sticks a little bit, makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See.
Yeah.
Alface.
Yeah.
Alface. Thanks, Alface. He's saying, he's excellent teacher.
There you go. Alface.
Welcome, Alface.
Yeah. Welcome, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, I went for years. I mean, not knowing any of that, and I still really don't know any of it. But a few years ago, I went, and took some classes and started learning, some music theory and started doing some piano stuff, and definitely helps. It's great.
2 hours and oh my gosh, 55 minutes away. Ooh, that's a lot.
Oh.
I don't think we're that good.
That's almost an overnighter.
We're good. That's 3 hours. That's a lot. Because then you got to go
3
home.
hours there and 3 hours back.
That's a lot. Because we're only going to play one set, so you wouldn't want to miss it either. After a drive.
That's like me going to Sacramento for a gig, which I was invited to go to Sacramento for a gig. Laz invited me to go to a gig in Sacramento, and it was 3 hours, and I was like, yeah, that's a little too far.
That's why we need helicopters.
And Deluxos.
Right? Be there in an hour and a half.
Oh, well, Janice is on tour then. Okay. Janice's sleeping quarters in her minivan. There you go. There you go.
Heck, Travel, why don't you drive down from Vancouver? How long could it take you?
Drive down. I'd have to drive all the way over, then drive down. And I'd do it just to have a ride the Lightning, but my passport's expired at the moment, and the stupid laws make it
mine too.
impossible.
Oh wow. Yeah, mine expired years ago.
I miss the good old days when we could just drive over the border and you flash your driver's license.
Someone has a Van Halen question.
Oh,
Gibbs 67. Hey man, favorite Van Halen song?
see, they have
Oof.
such a vast library. For me, favorite songs come and go, and they change per mood and environment and what's going on. You know, my favorite Van Halen song for driving, for yard work, while eating mushrooms. I mean, they're all going to be different songs.
Driving.
Driving?
Yeah, that'd be the most interesting probably because, you know, it's
Got to be Unchained.
cool. I'm going to go with Drop Dead Legs.
Oh, that's a good one.
And that's just today. You know, it'll change next week.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the one that VHND calls Top Down. There you go. That's one of the tunes Edward did for the Wildlife soundtrack. They call it Top Down because the scene, it's actually a driving scene where the guys are driving in a car. And Gibbs 67 says, "Ain't talking about love." There you go, man.
Nice choice, yeah.
That's cool. Yeah,
I was watching
stuff like that.
Tutorial on Drop Dead Legs today. That's why I was thinking about it.
Oh, that's cool.
That intro is so cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Yeah, I was gonna say like favorite songs. That changes all the time. You know, because you've got a favorite song and you hear it so much, you end up getting sick of it, and you end up listening to something else, and you like something else better. You know.
And we're spoiled today because I got a 128 gigabyte stick that's jammed into my van, packed with all kinds of music. So it's not like the old. Remember the old briefcase that was like the cassette holder?
Absolutely.
You'd have like the 3 rows of cassettes in that thing, and
Case Logic.
Like 30 or 36 cases or cassettes.
I still have those, man.
Unless you were messing the edge of all the car. Cassettes.
Well, that's when the CDs came around. You had one wallet and then all the overflow with this in the glove box, this in the console. Then they made CD changers where you could get 5 in there at one time.
Yeah.
That's a good road trip.
Remember when it was normal to not have a player in the car and you'd take the stock one out and buy one and stick it in so you could play either cassettes or later CDs? Same thing.
I had an Alpine stereo system that I moved in and out of probably 5 different vehicles.
There you go. It's more important than the car.
It was.
That was like the faceplate, right? You would have to take off every time you left.
No, it was before faceplates. This was cassette.
Oh,
this wasn't CD yet. This was still cassette. And it is the deck with the digital display. And then I still have the EQ. It was a big EQ. It had to be at least 12-band graphic equalizer with a booster.
As many of those little things as you can get.
Yeah. A couple of 6x9s in the back and a couple of 6-inch door speakers, and boom, you're off to the races.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You take the speakers with you too, because they're usually upgraded.
Oh yeah. I even had to go to the boneyard because I had written off a car. Somebody turned left in front of me, and I ended up hitting them.
Oh,
I had to go to the boneyard to pull that stereo out of that car. I was like,
and you
they gave me $600 for the car. I'm like, I'm getting my stereo.
Oh man.
But sir, it's all encased in broken glass. I don't care. I'm going.
It's all cubed up. It'll be fine.
Hey, Mike Olson. Janice, you had an 8-track in your car? Oh man.
We had one of those in the family station wagon.
Yeah,
back when I was
family
really little. It had the wood paneling on the side. think it had a big block. It was like an Oldsmobile with a 455 in it, and the suicide seats in the back for the kids to look out the back window. Used to lay around in the back, sleeping on the road trips. There was no seat belts. There was no car seats.
Yeah.
Kids rolling around in the back of the bus.
Yeah. And Edward Crane had "Why Can't This Be Love" come on the radio. That's cool.
Oh, right on, man. That's cool.
Love the guitar tone on that. So weird and different. It's cool.
Oh, it's great. Yeah, that's a great one. Let's see. Gibb 67, 10 Roth, 6 Hagar, 1 Sharon.
That's awesome. Hello.
Hey, man. Man. Yeah, it's weird actually because I drive a lot because I do like deliveries. I do like Uber deliveries now and stuff, and I drive like, let's say on Monday, like this Monday, I'll be driving an hour and a half one way, and then driving the whole day, and then an hour and a half back, down here. Right. And not necessarily this Monday, but the past couple times I've driven up there, I haven't had any music on at all.
Huh.
Like just nothing. I'm just like zoned out driving.
Not even podcasts.
No, nothing. No music, nothing.
Wow.
I can
your
drive.
own thoughts rattling around
Just
inside your head.
my own insanity. Yeah.
I was gonna say, what's that like?
Yeah. I don't know. But
I get quite a bit done in my head while I'm driving, but I usually have the music on anyway.
I think one of the reasons why I haven't had any music on lately driving, an hour and a half is because I have the app on and I'm waiting for, in case it goes off so I can hear it.
Oh,
Right.
I think that's probably why.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike Olson, good to see you here. Cheers, brother.
Yeah. Yeah, Mike Olson. John DeShane. You
Does
drive
audio.
a ton for
John
work.
DeShane does audiobooks, yeah.
Audiobooks, like fiction, or what kind of audiobooks do you listen to, John? I wonder. And he's got basically a giant couch on 4 wheels. He's got one of those big ass trucks. It's like sitting in a lazy boy. It's so comfortable in the cockpit of his truck.
Ah, cool.
Drives really smooth.
Right on.
Harry Potter.
Edwin. Does anyone feel the need to rev the engine at the beginning of Pound Cake?
I get the beginning for the Hot to Teacher with that. To me, that sounds like a really lumpy cam in a race car, right? Just that's another one.
King and spy novel. That's cool, John.
Stephen King, spy novels. Right on. See, I'll do a discography. I went for a 12-hour drive to Alberta a couple of years ago and started Judas Priest at first album, first song. And made it all the way through to mid-'80s with Defenders of the Faith. There's a lot of gems in there. Or I'll do an Iron Maiden discography, or a Metallica discography, Pantera discography, Megadeth discography.
Yeah, I've done road trips like that, like from
F and
Boston.
Slayer discography. Usually pick a flavor and roll with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But that's a lot of driving.
Yeah, well, I drive around fixing stuff. Half the time I'm spending driving to get to a place to fix their coffee machine, espresso machine, juice machine, whatever it is.
Right.
So it's just par for the course. Some days more than others. Once in a while out of town.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah.
But I've always been an album guy. I haven't evolved to the iPod mentality where it's like just put it on shuffle or whatever. When I go into a band, I usually pick an album and at least listen to a handful of my favorite songs off of that album.
Yep.
I
do playlists on the digital stuff, but they're not completely random because I made them.
Yeah.
But I do albums mostly too.
Mm-hmm.
Just that's the
Ah.
mindset we had buying them. Like you got an album, it was special for a while, and you listened to the album. You know,
Yeah, I do albums. I don't if I have it on random like my iPod, I'd end up hitting skip every song. No, I want the next one. And it's so weird because actually on my iPod, I have a lot of records in there that I've never even heard.
Oh wow!
So if I do put it on random, there's stuff that comes on that I've never. I'm like, who's this? Like I don't even know who it is. So it's weird.
Yeah, that is weird. It's like you have one song in there, and then it just figured out. I'll just keep playing. Pick something for them.
Yeah, yeah, Octopus. Yeah, I don't know if I could do
I
random.
also I had a 72 Camaro. I see the 71 Chevelle Mike Olson had. This 72 Camaro with that Alpine system in it. And I played the hell out of 5150, that album. Windows down,
right on.
summer nights, cruising the beaches. Yeah, man.
I think I lost some hearing there.
Right on. Oh man, yeah, I wore that cassette out, man. My original 5150 cassette, you couldn't even read anymore because it was one of those. It was one of those one of the, what do you call it? The chrome, or like the see-through tape, whatever. Like you couldn't even, like you literally couldn't read it.
Right.
It
It
was
didn't have
all-
a paper label. It just had the ink right on the plastic, right?
The white ink on the gray plastic, and yeah, I remember that.
Well, because we used to have to flip them. Boy, that auto reverse feature when that came along, what an amazing thing.
Mm-hmm. Let me see if I can find a picture.
We lost
Uh-oh.
Michael B.
Michael B, come back.
He's got hit by some flares.
Cassettes. Oh my gosh, look at all these tapes. I guess tapes are coming back now, actually. People are, well, newer people are really into them now because they're like, old people, had to use them.
It just my audio just like cut out. No problem. Just
It did.
no change. Just went died.
Drivers pooped its pants.
Yeah, like this cassette right here. Like whatever. Yeah, Chrome. They're called Chrome.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
The
supposed to be special.
5150 was like
I
that.
played the hell out of that cassette there too. That's an excellent album.
That particular one?
Yeah. Cool. Anima. Awesome album.
Oh, I love that album too.
Wow.
Learn to swim.
I just happened to search cassettes, and that's so like this one here, like my original copy of 5150 ended up looking like that
Oh, because all the
because
text-
I played it so much and all the text wore off. So literally that's what it looked like.
You must have read the liner notes too many times.
Yeah. Yeah, look at these though, man. Cassettes. Yeah, they're definitely coming back. I mean, I don't know. Just having physical, copies of stuff, I guess, because that's
I would do CDs over cassette. I wouldn't do a cassette now.
What is that?
I think I still have a handful of
Centerpiece.
cassettes. No way to play them. They're in a box somewhere. I've got boxes in this house I haven't looked in like 15 years.
Oh man.
That's what happens when you don't move. You never have to go through your shit. You just got stuff piled in the root cellar.
Ugh.
Go through that stuff one day. Probably find all kinds of cool shit.
I've moved literally 100 times.
I did that in my 20s. Once I had a kid and settled down. Been in this house since 05.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I can play cassettes. I've got a Tascam 4-track actually right here in front of me. All I'd
There you
have to
go.
do is all I'd have to do is plug it in to something here, and yeah, I can play cassettes, no problem.
Yeah, I use a Tascam 8 track too. This one.
Mm-hmm.
Just have it near you. Plug it in when you have an idea.
Yeah, look at that. Wow. Yeah, I still have boxes and boxes of cassettes myself.
I wonder how the tape has held up from magnetic degradation over that period of year. I'd be curious to see a 25-year-old cassette played to see if it still was intact and crisp, so to speak. You know, they say like all those CDs we burned in our computers and stuff, they're 5 to 10 years. I think Blu-ray is 20.
By Michael B. He just left again. He just vanished again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, I can tell you definitely cassette CDs. There's a lot of CDs I've burned where I go to play them and they're just like static and they won't play or they skip. No, even actually, I've got a CD that I burned maybe a year ago, but the CD itself is like literally 20 years old.
Right.
And I just used it, like a year ago. So it was like, so literally the CDR was like 19 years old, new old stock. And when I play it now, there are certain songs in there that skip.
Just gurgled.
Yeah. So that stuff
that's
definitely
the problem with storing your stuff
out.
on a magnet.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So, would you guys say you had more albums, cassettes, or CDs? I feel like I ended up having way more CDs.
CDs more than anything, yeah. Because it stuck around longer.
Yep.
I had quite a few cassettes, but that time period was probably like from 12 years old to when did the CDs start coming out? 18 years old, I guess. Maybe around 90, right?
Yeah, something like that.
I think CDs actually came out in the mid 80s.
Yeah, it was 80s.
I think
but it was expensive though.
I think one of the first CDs I bought was Straturday Surfing with the Alien. I think I still have it too.
Mm-hmm. Mine was 0812. I actually had to buy a CD player to play it.
Right. Yeah, when they first came out, they were really expensive players. It was all high end at first. My brother had one. It was like, oh, look at that. He's playing Steely Dan. Which was cool. Asia. It's good
0812, the first CD produced or purchased. First CD purchased. Okay. 0812 for me. I just said that.
Fair Warning. John DeShane, his first
A
CD.
worthy choice.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I first bought Fair Warning on cassette at a used shop in Oklahoma. I remember exactly buying it, listening to it.
Yep.
I think another one of the first CDs I got would have been Injustice for All. Metallica's Injustice for All, too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think. That might be mine, too.
But going back to your question about either having albums, cassettes, or CDs, like which one you had more of, I definitely had more cassettes because I was always recording my own stuff. So I was always buying blank CDs to record. Like I still have literally huge boxes in the garage of like my own stuff.
Yep.
Which I should probably go over and try to save some of that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it wouldn't be hard to get it to suck it in and make it digital.
Now we have things digitized, put into this computer. It's on this hard drive. It's on a USB stick. It's on my phone. It's on the other computer in the house. It's backed up with so much redundancy that our music collection should last a lot longer now than they used to. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But I remember
Yeah.
thinking I had a ton of cassettes, but then in the end, then you ended up with the sleeves and sleeves of CDs, and you got a bigger one. Oh, wait, I need a bigger one, so you buy a bigger one, and it's got 50 pages in it.
And then your CD library was different wallets of CDs with 24 CDs in each wallet, kind of thing, right?
That's what I was saying. Then you buy a bigger wallet. Then you get the one that's double high and then double wide, and then 50 pages.
Well, there's like, I have a buddy whose background would be similar to Neanderthals with, just a bookshelf full of CDs.
Mm-hmm.
Countdown to Extinction? Who's saying that? That's,
Hip Metalworks.
Metalworks.
That's pretty good.
Good choice. That album was awesome.
Dance like a marionette.
I think I started on bass then. Like, that sounds cool. Clickety, clickety, clickety.
Yeah, you guys are talking about the sleeves of CDs. I actually didn't get into those till years later, having the big booklets of just the CDs and stuff,
Yeah.
Countdown to Extinction was 92.
Yep.
Remastered in 04.
Yeah, that's important. Yeah.
They did come a long way from all those albums in the late 80s, from 85 to 90. Those early Metallica albums, The Kill 'Em All and the Ride to Lightning. By the time Metallica came up with the Master of Puppets, the production of metal music had gotten so much better.
Yeah.
Up until that point, you'd listen to the cassettes or the CDs, and you heard what you heard, but it was nothing like going to see them live. That's where the drive was, to go out to these concerts to see these bands live, because it sounds so amazing being in front of those stacks with the drums and the PAs. But now, they've gotten pretty good.
Yeah, and you can replicate the sound at home easily in your ears.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, Mickey. Trev,
I
your
think
buddy
actually
Mickey's.
had Injustice for All on cassette first, and then said, "All right, I'm getting CD now." So I got a player in the car or something.
That's cool, Mickey, that he's got mostly vinyl because he worked at a pressing plant. I've got two questions. How much of your collection is left? And are you going to show it to us?
And do you still have access to the pressing plant so we can make our own vinyls?
Cheers, Zach. On too. Hey, Zach.
Hey, Zach.
These are mine.
Oh, wow.
So Van Halen 1, the original from when I bought it as a kid when it came out.
Dude, I have that same one sitting right here. I gave this one away last night. I'm going to have to figure out who I gave it away to and mail it off.
Wasn't it Thomas Santiago?
I don't know. Was
I
it?
think it was.
Okay. Oh, cool. Oh, I had that one. Actually, I still have that. I still have that one.
That was one of my first cassettes for that little ghetto blaster. I had a little ghetto blaster that had maybe 4-inch speakers in it, single cassette, AM, FM, nothing fancy. And then one of my peers, someone in our peer group, who kind of considered himself a master thief, went in and stole himself what he thought was a ghetto blaster, but it was one of those ones they had at the time that you could have the Walkman, was like a shuttle that would go into the ghetto blaster.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
And the thing that he took was that, but it didn't have the Walkman part in it. So it was useless.
Yeah.
So I took, but it had detachable speakers. So I took those detachable speakers, opened up my little ghetto blaster, just paralleled them off the speakers, ran the wires up through a couple little holes, hot glue gunned them down to the top, and now I had double stacks on my little ghetto blaster. And that Pyromania album played that to death. Screaming for Vengeance, Judas Priest.
This is my
Peace
first
of Mind, Iron Maiden.
Kiss Originals.
Oh.
That was literally the first vinyl. So that's why I kept it.
That's awesome that you still have that.
Yeah, I didn't keep that many. I wish I had, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. I still have a bunch of mine. Actually, I'm giving them a bunch away.
Segue.
Tuesdays, 8 p.m. right here on the channel. I'm giving away a whole bunch of my Van Halen vinyls.
He says he has them all, but a 40-hour Beatles special that he traded away.
I have an unboxing. It's related.
You do? Ah, no way. But yeah, Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Come back. Tune in. I'm giving away Van Halen vinyls every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. And you must be subscribed to the channel. You have to be subscribed here. Yeah. I still have a whole bunch of vinyl stuff that I would love to digitize. But I don't have a player. I don't have a, what do you call it?
I still have
turntable.
audio.
There you are.
I have to get something sharp. I got this in the mail from somebody.
Ooh.
Oh, right on.
So I feel like a winner tonight. What do you guys think? What's it gonna be?
Man. Yeah, smash that thumbs up, you guys. Smash it. And,
Earlier this week, I got called into West Coast Guitars here to work on their espresso machine. Nice. Look at that.
Oh, look at that.
I won it on the Johnny Beane program.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
You did. I recognize that.
Yeah, thank you, Johnny.
You're welcome, man.
I saved it.
Oh, thanks, man. See? People really do win on Johnny Beane TV.
Oh, there's my little Funko.
Yep. Yep. You won that. Yeah. Yeah. I somehow managed to find like 20 of those things.
Oh, because
Still have
you
two
found a
left.
Hot Topic at the mall or something?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's like two of those in the area, and like 3 of them. There's 3 Hot Topics where I live, at least that I know of, and I would hit them up and buy a couple of them, and then go back in later and buy 2 more, because you can only buy 2 of those at a time. There was a limit. Just in general, just the Funkos.
That was the teaser. I have a better one.
Whoa. Mike Olson, your first Van Halen. Wait a minute. Your first Van Halen concert was '84 in Hampton, at the Hampton Coliseum in Virginia. You didn't see them again until 2015? Wow.
Ooh,
Ooh, another package.
a tube.
What is that?
It's even got a bow on it.
Janice. Did you save my pictures I tagged you in on Facebook? Me? Him? Them?
Ooh, I have opened the
I'm friends
tube.
with Janice on Facebook now. I opened up my Facebook to the guitar community. I've got a whole crap ton of new friends. And a bunch of weird random things that aren't even like no mutual friend. It's like, oh no, why would I want to accept her? Oh look, there's Johnny Beane TV. So that's the one that the channel I've liked or joined Johnny on. It's the Johnny Beane TV.
That you liked it. Okay.
On
Facebook. Because I told you on my Facebook, I get friend suggestions, and one of them's you.
I got that the other day and clicked it.
You clicked it? I'm going to have to find it again and click
Yeah,
it. Or
sure.
if you can, just add my name, like find me, and I'll...
Are you at the limit for friends?
I'm just under the limit. I'm at like 4,990.
Apparently today is Avril Lavigne's birthday. Born in 1984. She's 38 today.
Oh. You sure it's her or her double, the replacement?
It's a pretty old picture, so I'm thinking it's her. The picture that they're using is definitely not one from this week. It looks like it was from 15 years ago.
This week.
All right. Is everyone ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Here it is. Here it is.
Poster.
Oh, dude.
Awesome.
Yeah,
cool,
that's the great shot with the star, man.
Yeah.
Cool.
I saw somebody on here and had it. We went and found it.
You found that. Right on.
I think it came from Europe somewhere.
Hmm.
I could look.
Very cool, man.
Be hanging that up. Get a frame for it.
Right on. Oh, that's a great. Yeah, that's a great shot, man.
But I'm pretty sure it was on here that I saw the shot the first time. That it, you could get it as a print. Like, yeah, that's cool. I got to do that. So you're changing lives, Johnny. Just.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
I think. Yes. Well, yeah.
Making the world a better place.
Right on. Mike Olson. I just saw that over there. Hang on. Let's see what happens. Does that happen? Does that change? Okay, I see it there. There it is. There it just went. There it is.
Right on, Mike.
Mike Olson, thank you. And listen to that. You hear that? Right now you're getting the shout outs on Twitter, which are going to the Discord. That's what all those noises are. Mike Olson, I really appreciate all the members of A&J Beane TV. It's really cool to remember all the good times we all had back in the day. Keep it going. Thank you, Mike Olson. Thank you, man. Oh, we have a great time doing this stuff, and definitely there's much more of it to come. I mean, I just thought about this the other day, or was it earlier today? I can't remember. I've been doing this stuff for like going on 7 years, and it feels like it's just like starting. Doing this stuff. If that makes sense. I don't know. It's weird. And at the same time, I can't... it's always changing. It's always different. It's always evolving. And
YouTube, the way YouTube lets you run it changes. I'm sorry to interrupt, but,
Right.
So many...
Hey, Rob L.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Better post.
Yeah. Things are always changing. Definitely. Mike Olson. Thank you so much, Mike Olson. Rob L. Welcome. What is that?
Shout out to Paco.
Paco. There's our friend Paco. There he is. And I just saw something. Somebody just texted me something. Let me see. What did you send? You sent right on. Somebody
Rock Daddy in the house.
Hey, Rock Daddy. Somebody just sent who sent this stuff? Area code 517 just sent photos of their Van Halen cassettes.
Right on.
There you go. Dude, I had that same Fair Warning cassette right there. I don't know if they all looked like that, but that was the one that I had. Or have. I still have it. Yeah.
That's the one.
I'll
Van Halen's one of the bands I bought probably on vinyl, cassette, CD, and digital.
Mm-hmm. Oh, same here. I was a major Van Halen collector for most of my life. And so I owned multiple copies on cassettes. I mean, obviously on albums, because I'm giving them all away. I mean, you see every week I've got, here's another one. I've got boxes full of them because I would buy them. I would buy like different pressings. You would get the imports. Like, oh, this one. Because out here, I'm in Santa Cruz, but in the East Bay, in the Bay Area, you have what's called amoeba music, Rasputin's music, and just mega vinyl, everywhere that you can buy. And I'm sure it's more like that now, like more widely spread around the country. But back in the 90s, this was like a hot spot for vinyl. Like it was always there. Like it never went out of style out here, at least, So I would go in and I would find a copy of 1984. Oh, this one's printed in Canada. It has the little logo on it, the little, what is that? Like a leaf or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, that's, so I'd buy it, I'd buy it. Oh, this one's made in Germany. I'd buy it, I'd go out, every weekend. I'd be coming home with stacks of vinyls. Yes, mostly Van Halen, and I've just had that stuff for all these years, and I mean, this is the perfect venue, doing a Van Halen show, giving the stuff away, to you guys, and
I have some picks over there too, but I think I use them. They're probably not in the little package anymore.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the EVH ones?
I got the EVH ones, but I also have some Johnny Beane picks over there too.
Oh, right on.
It was Zach. Zach was saying he won some picks from Johnny Beane TV.
Right on, like these. I got to get new ones actually. These are like hella old. I got to get like a whole bunch of new ones. Ones that actually say Johnny Beane TV on them. Ones that have Ned on them. Yeah, I've had so many different ones of these over the years. The white ones, I've had black ones, I've had.
It's basically like
ones,
a Fender Medium, right?
This particular one, this is basically a Fender Heavy.
Oh, a Fender Heavy. Oh,
yeah,
cool.
Heavy. Yeah, that's basically a Fender Heavy.
That's the one I've been using lately. I saw the squiggle and I was just reminded.
Oh, yeah, because look, here's a Fender Heavy sitting next to it. So, yeah. Dude, yeah, we can talk about that. Talk about what guitar picks do you guys use. I've used Fender Heavies for years. I've used these Hercos for a lot of years. These Flex 75s. I've used these for a lot of years. More recently, I'm using the Swiss picks. Thank you, Swiss picks.
Everybody should know what this one is. In the 90s, anyway. It's the purple Tortex ones.
Those are the Skolnick ones. Alex Skolnick used those.
They warp a little after a while. You just chuck it and get another one, but it's great for bass and guitar. And this is what I started with. So I got used to it. But my favorite pick is probably the Dunlop Jazz, the red ones.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably my favorite.
I've got a whole bunch of these things sitting here.
Just these.
All those, but
my
goat.
I've got
my go-to.
Sorry, I missed it.
I tried one of these little Diva Jazz with the rubber.
Oh, okay. That's why I got the red.
Too small for my hands. I kind of
okay.
like this little Petrucci pick.
Oh, that's cool. Pointy. Well, at least
It's got a shape to it where it kind of gets fat and then tapers again.
Yeah.
And it's got a really nice sharp point to it. But again, it's too small. I need at the very least a Jim Dunlop pick.
Yeah, the pick is one of those things you just adjust. Like, oh, okay, I'm playing this kind
I got one of these fat ass 3mm bass picks.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of neat.
Yeah, this purple one's heavy.
Yeah, Honey's pick that I stole
Ned.
from John DeShane.
Oh, he's in the chat.
Huh? He already knows.
He's right there.
But I mean, with this one, you can kind of almost get three different sides out of it. So you got like that side.
Hang on, Ned. I'm gonna lock the door. I'm gonna lock Ned in.
I'm gonna go get my pick jar too.
They all left. Time for a snot over here. A little snot while they're gone. Cheers, my friends. My phone doesn't
Oh, I
do.
beat Johnny back. So I got my pick jar.
There you go.
Put it
Guardian
in.
of the pick.
The base broke off. I had him hanging from my rearview mirror,
Oh, really?
and the base broke off. So I have Ace Frehley there now. And I brought him in. But I think I got a Tone King pickup. You know, the YouTuber guy, Louis. Not the Fender Medium. Probably everybody's first pick. Or it's a thin. Yeah, it's a thin. Do you ever use finger picks?
I've never tried.
It's uncomfortable after 10 seconds.
Although I do need to say I've grown my fingernails quite a bit on my right hand. I'm trying to use a little more of the finger and alternate type pickings. And then, of course, on my left hand, my fingernails are short as they can be without being buggered. Didn't actually ever used to give a shit about my fingernails until I started playing guitar. Now it kind of makes a difference.
Yeah, so this is a weird pick. This is what I wanted to get. It's Mike Pacelli, is a player in Tennessee.
Okay.
It's kind of cool because it's fat.
It's beefy, yeah.
So it's kind of it's almost like a jazz pick, but a little bigger and fatter. So you get like a pretty good.
It's a pretty soft contour to it that just kind of.
Yeah. I really like those.
When you play bass, do you use a pick or your fingers?
Recently, I have been. So your timing sounds better when you play with the pick, unless you're amazing. Right. But I like my fingers better. I like touching the instrument. But lately, yeah, I'm gonna try to do the gig with the pick. Just
get a little more attack on it.
Yeah, just for fun. So the last couple practices, I used the pick, so that's probably what I'll do. Just keep staying with that.
And you're playing bass?
Yeah.
Was that it?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. I always use a pick when I play bass. Yeah.
I got a couple new bumper stickers this week.
You can have my guitar.
That's the one I got over here as well. I got one for you, John. This is yours. John, I'll bring it over next time. From Glenn. I got me a new toque. So it's getting cold, winter's coming.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, look at that. That red really works with my shirt, doesn't it?
Ah. Yeah, look at that.
I mean, I'm Papa Smurf.
There you go.
Papa Smurf in black.
You guys remember a conversation recently where, I don't know, somebody was asking someone about how it was to listen to Van Halen with David Lee Roth first? Was it? Am I remembering that correctly? That was a conversation you had last week.
That sounds familiar to me. Yeah.
I think, Johnny, you were asking a guest about that. But
I
have a story about this record, too, which is part of why I saved it. Because when this came out, this was a bigger deal than the change of singers for us. Like, this was the deal breaker, this song. I love it now. But when we waited on a Friday night, because that's what you did back then, you'd like, the new Van Halen's coming out on Friday night at 8 on WAAF, where Neanderthal, I think, worked in the third shift. But I could have that wrong. But we were waiting for the song to come out, and then it went, doot, 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 and we're like, no. And then you yell, and it was like, we like hung our head. That was a much bigger deal than the switch to Sammy.
And back in those days, at least with the fellas I was hanging out with and the genres we were into, this was just digging into the thrash genre, leaving the AC/DC, Judas Priest, Iron Maiden stuff. Being played on the radio at the time was kind of frowned upon, should we say, And you had Van Halen. We had Van Halen in the mix because it was quality tunes. But when that did come out, like you say, when you first heard that synthesizer come in there doing that, dun, 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 it's like, oh man, what are they doing? And that song got a lot of traction on the radios too. I mean, it was getting played a lot.
I think it definitely helped push them up.
Mm-hmm.
But even more so for me was the whole Crystal Pepsi thing with Sammy when they did the Pepsi right now.
I don't remember that.
No,
I remember that.
I
song
loved
right
it.
now. That little that was the background to the Pepsi. Should I look it up?
That's how it started. Yeah.
Yeah.
It started with that, and then it cut right to the chorus. Yeah. Right, Ned? I got to plug my laptop in. Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, Alonzo, welcome, man. I mean, for me, I mean, I've said this a million times, but we're always having new people tuning into this stuff all the time. So I got into Van Halen in '85, but I was aware of Jump and Hot for Teacher and the '84, Panama stuff. So to me, that was Van Halen. And then when I bought 5150, that was Van Halen because it's, to me there was never a difference. But so I can see, like, for Michael B, for you, obviously you were a fan before.
Right from the first time.
I was 15 years old in '84.
Okay.
Well,
So I'd already been listening to Van Halen for a few years, although they weren't in regular rotation.
Mm-hmm.
Did the Def Leppard thing, again, with that Judas Priest, the AC/DC, the Iron Maidens. And then that first wave of thrash came out with Metallica and Slayer and Vineham and all these crazy bands.
Mm-hmm.
Jumped all aboard that train.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Edwin, I definitely was wrong, but little kid's perspective. We wanted, fair warning.
Oh yeah, and much appreciation for it now. But at the time, it was sex, drugs, and rock and roll, and just giving her, and all of a sudden you got these organs going.
Yeah, I traded Diver Down vinyl for Black Sabbath's first album for a friend because my friend's mother didn't like devil stuff. Right. So I was like, "Yeah, you can have Diver Down." I was out. and got Black Sabbath's first album, which was incredible.
Nice, which is a classic. Yeah. That was in regular rotation.
You know what? I listen to Diver Down now and just love every song now. And same thing, 1984 album, everything. And I got into the Sammy stuff too.
It's like Mustard. Didn't like Mustard much at all when I was a kid growing up and stuff. And then about 30 years old, I got an appreciation for Mustard.
So wait, so Michael B, so you were into Van Halen from the very beginning?
Yeah, no, right away, first album. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. That vinyl right there. I wore that out.
So, okay. All right. So, what did you think of the rest of the '84 album? Then.
No, '84 was great. Definitely loved '84, the whole thing. It was kind of Jump was the only real problem, and it was just a shock. Just the one radio song you would skip at the time.
Well, and Panama got a lot of traction too, but that was the one that made it up. I mean, my pick, there's Drop Dead Legs is great, Top Jimmy's great, Top Jimmy's great, awesome. Girl Gone Bad's great. Basically, everything on the album that they didn't play on the radio is great.
Yeah, and I'm into keyboards now too, so I love the song too. But at the time, it was a shock. Is there anybody else out there that old enough basically to have that same experience?
Yeah.
Because you always hear about the Dave to Sammy, but for us the change happened to Diver Down, and then You know, the song "Jump" sealed it.
Really? So Diver Down for you was
Yeah,
when you first like what
Poppy.
what song
The whole thing
Like-
was just too poppy.
from Good Times from the very beginning?
The whole Diver Down album, the whole thing, it was too poppy. You know, you're going from Fair Warning to that. Like even Eddie didn't like it, from what I understand, for the same reason.
Mhm.
So I don't feel too guilty about it. But I listen to it now. I love it now.
Mm-hmm.
But it was an interesting time. I mean, they were trying to explore different venues in music. Everybody wanted to be the next great thing, but they wanted to also be different than the last great thing, right?
Yep.
You ended up with a lot of cookie cutter stuff. And
Plus, Sammy coming in wasn't a surprise necessarily either, except the choice of who it was. But
I think we had Bon Jovi was making a tear up at the time, right? With his stuff, he was just kind of hitting the thing.
I'm saying you had
And then you had your
period
Twisted
of time.
Sister and your Quiet Riot making some traction with their radio songs.
Yep. There was a period of time between Dave and Sammy, so it wasn't a shock that there was a new singer. You know what I mean?
Right.
So the style change was kind of like cool, and it sounded great.
Well, and we won't even talk about Metallica with the whole Master of Puppets Black album, then into Load and Reload. I mean, what the hell?
Well, where do you stop?
For Metallica?
Yeah.
I love the Black album, and it stops again until Death Metal.
I'm in Justice for All, and most of the people I know
But
are.
I've never missed a concert because they never disappoint. You know, a Metallica concert's always one of the greatest musical events you can attend.
Yeah,
But I
Octopus Ears
don't
early
have the album for
first concert,
Load or Reload.
so that's cool. 2003, Octopus Ears, Metallica, first concert. He said it in the chat earlier,
You know,
so it's awesome.
for me, the quintessential album was probably Master of Puppets. Although I love me some Ride the Lightning, and that's where I'd like to hear Ride the Lightning remixed.
It's just weird how everybody
Those
jumps out.
songs live kick ass. Call of Cthulhu, and Cliff Burton was a musical genius. I think that was a big part in why Metallica shifted the way they did.
Hmm.
You know, I think Cliff spent a lot of time steering that ship.
Yeah. So you think it? So Injustice for All was kind of like the thing they were going to do anyway, so it didn't change, kind of.
Right. Well, they had the Garage Days thing in the interim there, right, during the transition period. They gave us a little bit of Garage Days. I love that disc. Played that one a lot. All the covers are Crash Course and Surgery and Bread Fan. Great song.
I had that one on vinyl. Actually, that was probably the only Metallica album I ever bought. Was that one?
It's a good album.
And my first Metallica concert was actually one of the Kneeling Bridge benefits. So my first Metallica concert was them playing acoustic.
It wouldn't suck.
You can imagine that. Raymond, look at Raymond. He has Van Halen 2 on 8-track.
Get out of town.
Right on, Raymond.
That gets a gold star for sure.
Look at that. Yes. Oh, whoops, wrong button.
But you know, I remember Disco Sucks. You know, like that was a thing.
Well, and now you want to tap into the Kiss thing? Remember, there was Kiss, and then there was Disco Kiss with that whole "I Was Made for Loving You" thing. And
Desmond Child.
I knew guys who were like Kiss Army guys, right? And they were just
Me.
I never went that deep. The Destroyer album that was in circulation, you know, right up there next to Dirty Deeds, Done Dirt Cheap. Great album.
Yeah, Destroyer was the last one I liked.
And what was it? Kiss Alive? Is that what the one was? The big
Kiss
double?
Alive, and Kiss Alive 2 actually was better.
Right.
Kiss Alive 2 is what you wanted.
But they
Yeah,
flirted
that's
with
great.
Disaster too, trying to be
But we wouldn't have Van Halen without
radio
Gene
friendly,
Simmons.
right?
I've always liked Kiss. I mean, the only album I ever bought was actually Crazy Nights. Was the like tape I had.
Jumped back on the train for Animalize. You know,
Analyze is good, definitely.
that was great. Not their best work, but it got them back into rotation.
No, I was gonna say. I'm trying to think.
Isn't their worst record called The Elder? Music from The Elder? Isn't that like their worst record ever, supposedly?
Sounds right.
Because that's the one I want to check out. Whatever's like the worst, that's what I want to listen to.
You see where that threshold is? How bad it got? How low did the bar go?
Vinnie Vincent one there. Lick it up. I mean, that's not.
Oh
terrible.
yeah.
It's not terrible, but it's not amazing either.
Right.
I thought he was a good guitarist, honestly. And he did the thing with Mark Slaughter singing the Vinnie Vincent Invasion. I thought that was pretty good. I liked it.
And then we had the artists that kind of rode the envelope, like Billy Idol. It was Steve Stevens. That bordered into bloody cool, but it was also really popular on the radio and in pop's rotation. So it was just kind of one of those guilty pleasure conflict sort of situations, right?
Yeah, and he had such a unique guitar sound too, like nothing like anybody else.
Didn't he do like that Steve Stevens and the Atomic Playboys? I seem to remember something like that.
Maybe, yeah.
Where he did a little solo thing.
Yeah.
Couldn't name a song.
Yeah. You guys want to know something weird? I actually had him booked as a guest on the channel here one time. This was a
Steve
few
Stevens
years ago. Yeah. I had him booked on the show, and I had to bump him for somebody else.
Oh, man.
So maybe he'll come back at some point. Yeah. Well, officially, he was never here. Not yet.
You get bumped on a YouTube stream.
But I was in contact with him, and we did set a date and a time. And then all of a sudden, somebody else that I was already booking, like I'd forgotten, or it's like they got that slot. So I'm like, okay. So I had to tell Steve Stevens, like, yeah, we'll gotta do something else. And then
he tunes
pretty
in.
much right after that, he got really busy. So he's busy now. So
sees traffic.
Anything. That video on the YouTube of him doing the new Friedman amp, doing that demo with the Friedman amp, that was awesome watching him play. He's definitely one of those guys. You can tell he was awesome 30 years ago, and now he's got another 30 years under his belt. These guys are like grandmasters, right? I mean, Lukather and Tim Pierce and all of these guys who were killer good 20 years ago. Now they got another 30 years under their belt. How many hours is that? If I had to guess, I'd say after 2 years, I'm probably getting close to 1,000 hours on guitar.
Cool. I don't do much else.
I play GTA. I got a fucking yard I got to look after. A kid I got to drive around. Life gets in the way. Stupid work.
Oh, I know.
Ah, man.
It's a big chunk of my life.
Well, we're going to be on YouTube now, so we don't need to work anymore.
Fortunately, actually, I can't complain because I don't hate my job. I enjoy going and taking crap apart and fixing it and putting it back together. And half of my job is driving, and I love driving around, drinking coffee, listening to tunes. So I really can't complain.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like I'm on a roof. I can't imagine being a roofer. In the winter, man, that would suck. In the summer, man, that would suck. I guess they like the spring and the fall, right?
Being afraid of heights? Don't say fall.
Yeah. Or being a plumber. I'd never be a plumber. I've seen some of the things that we've had to call plumbers for, and it's like, yeah, I'm not touching that.
Yeah, that's messy. And they get called at all hours of the night, too.
Electrician's not a bad trade to get into. It can get tedious, though, if you're just doing residential. Pipe fitters. Now, that's where you want to be. If you get your gas ticket, now you've jumped a level.
Nobody's going to use the pun that's sitting out there. That's good.
Refrigeration repair. You get your ticket for that. You go to Las Vegas. Sign up with a hotel. You probably start at one end, work your way through, finish at the other end, you go back and start over.
Yeah. Yeah, Mike Olson's right. They make good money.
Oh, for sure. And if you put in the time and you're not the guy who the boss tells to go and climb in the hole and unplug the thing, or you take this nasty trap off that's full of stuff that smells so bad you got to put a nose pin on your. Yeah, I've seen some things. And the master plumber's not the guy who's coming to do that. Maybe he did 30 years ago when he was a noob.
He gets to wait in the car now.
No, he's in the office.
I don't know if
He's
it's
in the
true or
office
not,
plunging that toilet.
but I heard once talking about initiations for trades that butchers had to like basically submerge themselves in a vat of beef or pig blood,
Oh.
a baptism of sorts.
Oh.
The initiation?
Yeah, as part of the rite of passage.
Oh, I walked by at the supermarket. I walked by the chicken, the beef and chicken, and they sell chicken feet and stuff. And I can't look at that stuff because I have chickens, and I've had to basically, when certain chickens pass away, I have to take care of them,
Right.
and there's nothing sadder than seeing a dead chicken. Because when they're alive, they're so happy, and when they're dead, they look so miserable. It's awful. It's awful. And
at that point, they have become a pet, right?
oh yeah.
It's like losing
Yeah.
something that's a part of your
they're
daily
pets.
regular routine, something that made you smile and made you laugh. The neighbor over here still has a couple chickens, but he had, I guess it must have been a rooster once upon a time. And every time that stupid son of a bitch would do his little all through the whole day. I mean, I'm like,
Oh yeah.
bastard, it's not even morning right now. It's afternoon. What are you doing? But every time it make me smile, make me chuckle, just because they
Oh yeah, it's not like the cartoons where it's in the morning. No, they do that all the time.
day long.
All
The only time I
yeah.
guess they don't do it is when they're sleeping at night.
Yeah, but no, they wake up to do that. Yeah. I hear it all the time, but you get used to it. It's like living across the street from a factory that goes off every hour, which also I did, and you just get used to it.
Not sure what happened to him, but we missed it. My daughter, too, she said the same thing. I don't hear the rooster anymore. I'm like, I know, it's sad, right? I don't know what happened to him. Who eats chicken feet? I know someone who eats chicken feet. It's an excellent source of collagen, they say. I say, you have that, or you can have all of mine. And there's other things, like the beef tongue. That's another thing. Like, why? You look beside that, and for the same price, you can get a pound of ground beef. So, there's some parts of the animal that I get it. If you're hungry and you're starving, you can utilize these and eat them. But I'm not that bloody hungry. I'll just buy a minute steak before I buy a cow tongue.
Jeff Davidson is fond of the rooster.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
They're
get
awesome.
Really powerful too, right?
It can be
They're
pretty
awesome
beautiful.
animals. They really are. Yeah.
They're majestic when they stand up on the back of the chair and they broach up their chest and they let out their little.
Oh, they're great. They're great, but yeah.
How do you keep the wild animals from getting them? You got cages?
They're in a what do you call it?
Coop.
Chicken coop. Yeah, they're in a coop right now. I have to shut the flap, all that stuff. No, there's been some times though. We've actually had nothing from the ground get them. We've had hawks come down.
Chicken hawk, and I hunt chicken.
We've had hawks come down and get them. So we've actually never had anything from the ground grab them. It's like stuff out of the sky. And yeah. So there's netting we've had to put up over the yard, certain things. And yeah, but actually most of the chickens we've had that have passed away, they've just gotten sick just on their own. And happens.
What's a good healthy lifespan for a chicken? 4 years? 3 years?
I don't know. Actually, our rooster, who was actually very sick when he was a chick, he was like this tall. Actually, there's video of him on the channel here.
Huh?
Go back 6 years. He was this big. Now he's like huge, and he's just you know.
5 to
That's
10
been
years. The
6
Google
years.
machine says.
We've had them for 6 years. Yeah,
Well,
yeah, they
5
live a
to 10
while.
years.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
been a while since I've seen a chicken video.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I haven't really done any chicken videos on this channel, not in a while. Maybe I should.
Throw it against the wall, see if it sticks.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyone on the steak and water diet?
I did have a steak last night, though. It's delicious. Mashed potatoes, gravy, some broccoli, steamed it. Nice.
Oh, wow. That sounds awesome.
Cooking with Trev.
Grilled that on briquettes, charcoal.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. Yeah, man, you should do more of the cooking stuff. I mean, you've done that here. We've seen that, you know,
Yeah.
making stuff, but definitely. I mean, that's a skill.
Mickey's in GTA right now.
Definitely. And I think he's entertaining showing us cooking too.
What's Mickey doing in GTA?
Today,
He's
I
making
did,
millions.
I grilled chicken today on the propane grill, and then tossed them in some teriyaki and threw that on some rice. That one I posted up here.
Look at that. Ooh, wow. Hey, Jake. Welcome, man.
Jake from State Farm?
Yes.
Oh, that guitar player.
Oh, it's from Facebook user.
And Facebook user. Who's this? Whoops. I got recipes. I'm a real fat. What?
Oh, I recognize that avatar.
Facebook user. Who are you? I'm sorry. On you know how it is. Yeah. Let's see. I can jump into the different groups and see who that is. Let's see. But yeah, man. Trev, definitely, yeah. Yeah, you should do more cooking stuff if you can. I mean,
I cook every day. It's just filming it,
Mm-hmm.
editing it.
So you
uploading
cook
it.
every meal you do? You cook pretty much? I
Yeah, no, I probably eat out once or twice a week.
Mm-hmm.
Grab something.
No, the fun ones are the live ones where you go on and you. Okay, let's go back and check it. You know.
Yeah, that's not a big deal because there's no recording and editing and dicking around and stuff.
Yeah.
Shooting stuff live, it's great. And having something else to do in the in-between times.
Exactly.
You know, that's the thing with cooking shows is they always have that. They prep up like 4 of the items. So it's like, okay, here I'm going to prep it. And now here's the one that I've already prepped and it's had to do its thing. And we're going to put this one in the oven. But here's one that came out of the oven 10 minutes ago that's already cooked. And that way it all streamlines, right? And then by the end
And
of it,
here's
you
one
drop
I already
forward.
ate. Let's call the plumber. Want to see what I had last week? Get the plumber in here. Hey, Susan. Welcome, Susan. I see you. How come I can see you in this group? I can see you in this group watching. Our friend Susan Silvestri.
Hello, Susan.
It doesn't show your name here, but we see it here. Oh, it's blurry. There you are. You're blurry. Ugh. Anyway, Susan, thank you for tuning in. There you are. It's blurry. Robert Richardson. Hey, man. Welcome to Straturday night, where we talk about all kinds of nonsense.
Chicken feet.
Do you grill those, or I don't even...
I think the common method is just to boil them.
And
then
you're
you have
eating
a
like
broth,
toenails
right?
and stuff.
And you end up with a
Like
broth
softness,
afterward. You got
yeah.
chicken stock.
I think it makes soup.
Well, I mean, I do eat chicken, so
Yeah.
maybe it's not so bad.
Even when I'm eating a chicken wing, and when you get the good ones where they're still all attached, that little handle, I never go down past the second bicep. You get your drumstick and your bicep, and then the little handle part that you throw over your shoulder or whatever.
There's a guitar question.
Guitar questions.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, you get one too.
Can we see
Trev and Michael's guitars?
Sure.
Of course. They have guitars.
I got one handy. That's a nice choice for today.
What is that?
I like the black. Always. The black has the best tone. Oh, and you got the Butler on there. Does the Butler help on that?
Yeah, definitely.
We lost your audio again, brother.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
The Butler?
String Butler. I'll bring it up.
That's something that Laz was trying to deal with forever.
Yeah, he thinks it's ugly.
So
he got
how does that?
He got the clear one, I think.
How does that work?
So
It just gives you a straighter string pull off the nut,
you
right?
basically, I'm backwards. You unscrew the nut here and here, and you loosen your strings, and you jam that thing in there, and then the strings go through. Oops, these spots instead of bending here. So if you look at it from the nut horizon here, they're straight. So you can see how they're straight. See the G string, how it's going straight across the nut?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's thanks to the string Butler. And this is a nice soft round metal thing to just slide across. So it doesn't bend.
Yeah.
So it helps with the tuning and
For the G
mostly
string
for tuning,
actually.
right? Tuning the G string. There
Because
you
it
go.
gets stuck in the nut because it's got that curve naturally on that stupid headstock design.
Yeah. Man. Yeah.
I'm
And what's
running an
what's
Epiphone
that?
as well.
Oh, it's Epiphone time.
Absolutely, they're great.
The Prophecy with the Fishmans. Spare knacks.
Right on, man.
I like explorer-shaped objects.
I got another one.
I've got an
I've got more.
Epiphone, but it's in a case right up there.
I got an RG that I use to open doors with.
Open doors.
I got, of course, the old Epiphone.
The Epiphone.
That's all I have handy.
Right on.
Fender Stratocaster.
Oh.
There it is. So is that a butterscotch? What is that?
I
color
painted
would you
it yellow. It was black, and I just painted yellow on top of it. So it's
On top of the black?
yeah. I just scuffed the black, get rid of the clear finish, and then painted the yellow over it. And I didn't put much finish on top, clear, so that it would wear away. And it's just starting to
There
do
you
it. Yeah, you can't really see it on camera, but it's starting to wear away as I play it, which is cool.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so it'll have a nice
It'll be black under yellow.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah. So I purposely wanted it to do that. I didn't want to protect it much. Yeah, no, there's no
on.
big wear yet. What? We'll get there.
That's cool. That's cool, man. Yeah, I would actually like to throw some guitars together. Do it live, on a Sunday night.
Yeah.
Whatever, one of the Sunday shows.
Yeah. So, and my red Gretsch.
There you go. I remember that one. Yeah.
Double cut. So
Cool.
fun to play.
Right on. Right on. Well, since you guys are showing guitars, I might as well show.
I think he has to.
I've got
Peer
this
pressure,
one.
Johnny. Join us.
I've got this one sitting here. It's just sitting here on the stand. This is the '84 Kramer. It's not a real Kramer though, but it's just a replica. But more importantly, I've got the Fairfield Guitar Co. banjo strap that was gifted from Fairfield Guitar Co. I did the unboxing yesterday. Thank you again, Lewis. Fairfield Guitar Co. Look at this. This is awesome.
Cheech, I'm drinking Wild Turkey 101.
Right on. This is nice. Oh my goodness. Man, I drink sparkling water and I wake up with a headache.
Water on the side. Stay hydrated.
I need regular water to go with my sparkling water.
Octopus Ears loves the Strat. It is Straturday night, so thank you, Mike Olson.
Oh yeah,
without it.
Yeah. And let me just say really quickly, I did an interview on the Vega-Trem channel. A couple days ago. Or was it yesterday?
Cool.
It was either yesterday or the day before. I can't remember. It was like 11 in the morning, so I was half asleep. But anyway, so look for that. That'll air sometime, I think, in November on the Vega-Trem YouTube channel. I'll be, as soon as I know for sure, I'll be promoting it heavily for you guys to tune in. It'll be a live, it'll be me pre-recorded, but it'll be a live video, so you can tune in live and actually talk to the host.
Cool.
Over there. But speaking of that, though, I've got my Strat with the Vega-Trem. I had broken a string on it. I fixed it, so I'm playing it again, and it's amazing.
Those Vega-Trems look awesome.
Oh,
dude, wondered why we didn't see that one last weekend. If I had to guess ahead of time, I probably would have guessed the Vega-Trem guitar for your gig. But
yes, I had thought that I would use it for that gig because that's been my main guitar for a while. But for rehearsals, I was taking my Tele, and then so I just you get used to something, you just stick with it.
Yeah.
But then I'm at the gig, which you guys saw. I mean, it was live. You guys saw that. You might have even seen during the gig, which was last week. Again, to me, it feels like that was a year ago, but it was only 7 days ago, apparently.
yeah.
You actually watch, later on in that, and they're telling me, Johnny, you should have used the Strat, because I had the Strat as backup, and they're like, you should have used that. The David Ennis Stratocaster. So I've got that one out. I mean, you guys, here, let me do this. I know you can't really see back there, but yeah, I've got the David Ennis Strat back there, like my main guitars, for these days.
Yeah.
Are I know you kind of strummed it at the end of the concert. Oh, sorry, Trev.
The little jam you did post-show just by yourself, noodling around on the Strat was great.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I probably should have used the Strat for the whole show now because I couldn't hear myself for it. It's crazy. I know it's hard to believe too, but you guys, if you're a performing musician, you can understand. It's like you would think, well, wait, how can you not hear yourself? It makes no sense. But you have an amp behind you pointed, a certain direction. If you don't have
35 degrees up.
Yeah, if you don't have a monitor in front of you, because usually when you play an actual gig, you have a little wedge monitor in front of you, and they put your guitar in that monitor, and they turn it up to a certain point to where you can hear it, to where you're standing there, And yeah, you can hear yourself back there. But once people walk into the venue, there's all different maybe you're half deaf from years of doing this.
No.
You have tinnitus ringing like me. I've got tinnitus going nuts in my head all the time.
Me too.
So there's all different reasons for why you
Even
can't
during
hear.
that one song where you had left and gone away, and it was just the singer on the piano and the bass player, I think, doing that one song. And Laz did the panorama. We went out and he finally got in front of TC, I want to say.
TC. Yeah, Therese is her name, but she goes by
Therese,
TC.
singing and a little bit closer to the and the way the sound changed in pitch as he moved through the room, it was pretty wild.
You don't usually have a good mix though, playing out like ever.
Well, and then when you're streaming it out on a phone microphone, it's like you got to take that into part of the mix. It's like, okay, we're definitely not getting the full live experience. But that said, it's come a long way, and it didn't suck.
No.
Yeah.
No, I was.
And Jeff Davidson. Yeah. Barely anybody showed up for the gig for the show. There was like one person that was there for a little bit, and then there was like a handful of people that actually did show up. But
also there was a lineup at the kegerator at one point ever, and that little kegerator where the beer was there.
You saw that?
Yeah, there was like, I think I only ever saw that the drummer, your buddy there, came by and he got a beer there after the show. Otherwise, it was like nobody's getting beers.
Yeah.
Did Laz have a beer?
She said she was a great singer. She was really good.
Oh, she's awesome.
TC,
she's TC.
And she was playing very well at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's just the time, what is that, Saturday? Yeah, that was last Saturday. Playing, at 8:00 on a Saturday. That's like when you would play like a normal venue, 8:00 on a Saturday, there's nobody there yet. Shows don't get started till 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, because after that the videos are on the channel here. Actually, Laz and we went to In-N-Out Burger, and we were eating in my car, and we were walking around in this parking lot at like midnight, eating, and then I went back to that In-N-Out to use the restroom, and it was packed full of people like that weren't there earlier. And what am I hearing? I'm hearing all this banging around. Did you guys hear that?
Nope.
Something's like falling, or I don't know. Something's going on here. It's
that
weird.
Plane from the beginning of the show.
Is it Ned? Did Ned bring you a little gift?
Is it Ned? Well, he's locked in, so he's in the house.
Maybe he had one saved from last night.
Maybe he did. Ned.
Now, Oxy is saying he wants a telly and he wants to put a humbucker in the neck.
That's the only way I'd ever have a telly. I kind of want a telly too, but it'd have to have a humbucker in the neck at the least.
I was going to say, you need to explain that to me, because the neck pickup in a Strat or a telly, the single coil, it's like the best pickup. Like, why would you want to? I could see, ditching the.
Yeah, ideally, I'd want both humbuckers. I'm not a single coil kind of.
Yeah.
Let me grab my telly. I'll show you. I'll show you mine.
Too. Maybe he just likes.
I'll show you mine. I have one.
Anytime I try and hit that single coil in the RG, it just, I have to stomp on the noise gate. The NS2 comes on because it just gets so noisy from
That's true.
all the shit in the air here.
Yeah.
There's mine. This is my main guitar, actually. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I used this last week, is because this is my main axe. Has been for a lot of years, and this is what you call a custom 72.
Nice.
Fender Telecaster Custom. It's a 72 reissue. It's a 1996 made in Japan guitar.
Nice.
Okay. And this particular
And that's
one,
the
this is
one
my
you
main.
used.
Yeah, this is what I used. This is my main guitar, touring, for a long time, and yeah,
So
it's my go-to
guitar.
guitar.
Humbucker as well.
Well, the guitar comes with a neck humbucker. That's the style. Think of like Keith Richards. Think of his guitars. It's basically the same type of deal. Yeah, I can't remember what this humbucker is called. It has a certain name to it. But this is basically a Les Paul now because it has a rails. I changed the telly pickup to a rails humbucker years ago. So it's basically two humbuckers.
Yeah, I had the hot rail
So-
and Strat too.
So yeah, it's a Telecaster shaped Les Paul is what I play. Wide range, is that it, Deja Voodoo? I forget. There's a name to this where it has the 3 on the side. There's a certain name to this. I can't remember what it is. But anyway, I love this guitar. I love it.
Did you put a switch in to tap the split?
No.
Not tap, but split the
No.
humbucker?
The
No,
coils? No.
Yeah. because it sounds
No,
like crap.
I didn't. I didn't.
I have the same pickup on my Strat in the bridge, and it sounds like crap when you tap it. I mean, you split it. Sorry, keep saying
A rails?
Yeah, I have a hot rails.
A rails
in
does?
in
A
the
hot
Strat,
rails?
Yeah, hot rails.
There we go. There we go. I'll just show you guys. Oh yeah, my first guitar hero is a guy by the name of Phil Shoemaker. And he was like one of the local guitar heroes of Lincoln, Nebraska when I was a kid growing up there. He was like before Eddie Van Halen, Phil Shoemaker was the dude. And for me. And anyway, he came when we were on tour, the Mayfire in Omaha, Nebraska back in 2009, Phil Shoemaker came to our show. And so I asked him to sign my guitar for me. So imagine that your very first guitar hero comes to your show, and so I had him sign my guitar. Johnny,
Cool.
behave, get a job. That's what he always told me when I was a kid. Johnny, get a job, always. So that's autographed
wow.
there, and then I've got In-N-Out hamburger sticker, EVH sticker, Apple, Mayfire. Right here, Fancy Pants, and here's some trivia for you guys. Or I don't know if it's trivia. Yeah, Fancy Pants and the Evil Doers. That was a band in Orange County, California. I saw them play live after one of the NAMM shows. There was a Fender after party.
Good night, Edwin.
There was a good night, man. Good night, dude. There was a Fender after party called the Doll Hut in Anaheim, and my buddy Chip Ellis, who you guys know, who built all Eddie's Wolfgangs, he played in a band called Fancy Pants and the Evil Doers, and I filmed the show. The show is on my channel here. Check it out. Search Fancy Pants and the Evil Doers on my channel, and you'll see me front row with Chip Ellis playing guitar. Anyway, when he gave me the sticker at one point, and so I stuck that on my guitar. And anyway, there's some trivia for you guys. Anyway, I love this thing. It's like my main guitar, really.
I think they need to send lawyers after Fender for using that F in their logo of that band.
Well, I don't think they're around anymore. Actually, I don't think they're together. They wore like wrestling masks. Or no, Chip did. Chip actually wore like a wrestling mask, so you never saw his face. You never saw him when he played, but it was him. Yeah. Anyway, check out their performance on my channel here. I filmed them. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Wow. What else? Smash that thumbs up. Subscribe.
I always forget when I'm on the StreamYard. It's a good thing you
So,
mentioned that.
I think I did that earlier. Yeah, I did.
Smash that thumb. We got 19 thumbs ups.
20
20 thumbs
watching.
ups. 23 watching.
On YouTube, not counting Facebook or other sources.
Well, actually, yeah. That counts everywhere.
We lost Susan. Hey, Susan.
Well, we had Susan because actually, the truth is, Susan, as you just saw, she's like, "I'm here," because it's she's East Coast and she rarely has watched these shows live ever.
Right.
Yeah, she messages me and tells me, she's like, "Johnny, I'd like to watch you live, but you're on way too late," is what she says.
You still contemplating adjusting the hours of the Friday show to 6 o'clock?
Maybe. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking. We'll see.
Might get some Europe people that way.
Huh? What was that?
You might get more Europe people that way.
Maybe, yeah.
Because they'll be like, 11, 12 p.m.
I don't know. I don't know. Yes, we'll see. Let's see. I'm looking. I see your comments. I see you guys. The Elder is good. I like it. Jeff Davidson is saying. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Wait, you mean the album? That Kiss album?
I think.
Is that what you're talking about? Because, yeah, that's what's in. I want to check that out. Because I heard it's horrible. And it's like, well, that sounds good to me.
Did Desmond have anything to do with that?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Because he's a hitmaker.
He is. Definitely is. But yeah, going back to like Kiss and I guess a lot of those, those groups, Judas Priest, a lot of those albums I never bought. Like I had friends that would buy them and they would play them and I would hear them, here and there. Like, you got to check this out. And they would play them but I was always, super into Van Halen. So I was always, but a lot of that stuff now I'm really interested in checking out. A lot of the stuff that I really didn't listen to back in the day.
Right.
And I think I'm more interested. Well, see, most of the commercial stuff, yes, of course I've heard. The Kiss, anything that was either on the radio or like popular. Yeah, I heard it.
Even with Judas Priest, you got another thing coming. I mean, everybody's heard you got another thing coming.
Yes, I know that one. But I would love to check out the more the deep tracks,
deep cuts from the older albums.
Deep cuts, yeah. I would like to check a lot of that stuff out now.
There's a lot of gold in them there hills, I'll tell you.
Yeah. Octopus ears. Oh wait, I know you guys are having your own conversation in the chat, but I see you're talking about San Francisco. I'd probably try to buy that guitar in San Francisco if it's still there. Has real DeArmond pickups. It's sick. That's cool, man.
Octopus ears is always wheeling and dealing. He's always getting to something or selling a thing.
That's cool, man.
Some love for the PV Wolfgang.
Hey, Jake. You love your PV Wolfgang. Right on, man. I had one of those years ago. I had to get rid of it. Not because it was horrible. I just, sometimes you just have to get rid of something and that had value to it. So I was able to get, what I needed at the time.
You got to sell a kidney once in a while.
Yes. I need to grow a new one. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Octopus.
Do you get more for the second one?
I guess it depends on the time frame. Did that go up with inflation too? Has that gone up 30, 40%, just like everything else in the world has in the last couple of years?
I'm just saying anybody can give away one kidney. The real thing is
you got to find a buyer, right? I don't know if anyone wants my kidneys anymore. They've been pretty well used.
Wow, octopus. Okay, so you're always. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, because a lot of you guys, you're always talking about, oh, I have gas. I gotta get a new guitar. I gotta get this and get that, and I rarely buy anything new, guitar wise at least.
Yeah, I'm pretty content
know.
with what I have.
You've got a pretty good box of crayons there as it is, you know.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes down to it, what kind of pictures do you want to draw? What kind of crayons do you need? For me, I've got pretty much everything I need. I have no aspirations of being in a band or being a big musician or jamming out at the pub on Saturday nights with friends. I just like sitting out here making sounds that don't suck really loud.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, Johnny might have all those guitars, but he brought the one that he plays. You know, it's like, Johnny, you have all those guitars, but you brought your favorite one. You might as well have only had that one.
I'll bet you in the last 4 months he's put more time on the Vega-Trem guitar than any other guitar in his collection.
Yeah. I mean, I've got it right here. I mean, yeah, the Vega-Trem. I mean, it's just
How did it handle losing the string? Did it stay in tune? Did it go?
Well, it's floating.
Sharp?
It's floating, so it went back.
Right.
It went back to pitch, you know. And I just for that, like I said, for that gig, I just happened like that Tele. I mean, that's my go-to guitar, regardless of whatever. So
well, and it's more road proven worthy, right? Because you've had it for a long time, and it's never let you down, and it's always a good go-to.
Yeah. So that's why you know that.
Again, it could, like, what's your favorite song? Depends.
Yeah. But see, this Strat, I mean, I can't stop using this Vega-Trem. I mean, I just here. Let me turn up so you can hear. There we go. Oh my gosh! Like, I'm always using the. Here, let me do this. I can't stop using it. I mean, it's so cool. It's just awesome, you know?
Does it fit in the standard Strat place?
Yeah.
So you just
it does. It definitely does. It fits in a normal. Thing is, when you order one, it comes with like several different sets of springs.
Okay.
There's like low tension, medium tension, high tension. Comes with different. If you go to the website, you'll actually see there's like different screw placements. There's the two. I think there's maybe one, two. There's two. There's different ones. If you go to the site, you'll see.
Right. So you pick a 2-screw one or a 6.
Yeah, you pick whichever one you want to get.
Yeah. And
then it just very easy to install. And it's such a great bridge. And actually, I told the story when I was on with Vega-Trem the other day. Again, that episode that'll air on their YouTube channel. I think he said in November. But I basically put this on a guitar that I never played, and now it made me want to play it. Like, I love this guitar now. I play it all the time, but it's only because of the Vega-Trem. That's the only reason. That's the only reason. So if this Vega-Trem was not on this, I wouldn't be playing this. What was that?
What's its deal? Like, is it the stability for tuning, or is it the way it feels, or both?
It's the way it feels. It's the way it plays. Jake, good night, man. Good night. Thank you so much, Jake, that guitar player. Thank you, man. It's It's the way it feels, the way it sounds, the way it plays. I mean, it's everything.
That's cool.
I got to get another one. I got to get another
It looks
one
like
for
a
another
really
guitar.
great.
It's just it's. I mean, it's like having a Floyd Rose on a non-locking guitar. I mean, I've said this a million times. You know, it's just awesome. Even Laz can install one. Where is Laz? I hope he's okay. Yeah, we haven't seen him for a while. I usually do see him like during the week, but I didn't see him. Although I am in contact with him, so I you know, we WhatsApp, you know, all the time.
Right. Must just be a little busy.
But yeah.
Yeah,
But
I was on
anyway,
his show
yeah,
last Thursday. Not the last, the one before that.
Yeah.
He was really busy.
Mm-hmm. I know he was saying you guys are gonna do a like a show like coming up.
Yeah, when our schedules both open up at the same time, we're gonna start. Oh, I see a question there about. Oh, okay. It was just Jake saying goodnight. Okay.
Yeah, good night, man. Man, look at all these guitars, man. I know it's getting late here, but yeah, tomorrow I call it. Actually, that's something else we talked about on they actually Vega-Trem. They brought that up. They're like, you do something now called guitar ASMR. Like, what's that about? You know, and I was telling them, you know, Sunday nights I play the guitar.
Yeah.
And I make sounds and noises. You know, it's supposed to be like, you know, relaxing or cool or whatever. But I'll be doing that tomorrow night. Actually, about this time right now.
Cool.
And maybe I'll dig out some different guitars tomorrow and play them.
Yeah.
That's another thing too. Playing that gig last Saturday night has really like, not that I don't never play or whatever, but it's made me now want to play more.
You lit a fire under your britches.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, I'm getting the guitar fingers again, you know, and Oh, do you hear that?
No.
Do you hear that sound, Trev? Maybe you know what this is, man. That's my freezer. Here, listen.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I hear that.
That's my freezer making that sound. Is it going to blow up?
It's not going to blow up. It's just going to stop eventually. It's the compressor bugger.
Is that bad? I mean,
It's not good. It's dying.
That's what that means?
Yeah.
That's what that means? Because plus everything in there is getting extra like frosty now too everywhere.
If it's a deep freeze, then it's
That's a weird freezer.
Can you hear that? That's my toilet.
Oh, what the hell just happened?
like a Blaster 2000.
It's Johnny's
Yeah.
freezer.
With freezers like that too, it just doesn't pay to have the compressors replaced unless it's new and under warranty.
That fridge is 7 years old. It was brand new when we moved in here.
So
Is that it busting down? Is that what that noise is? You
the
think?
motor inside that recompresses the Freon or whatever coolant that it's using. Mm-hmm.
I just noticed it. Like I was sitting here, actually on Twitch, I think the other night, and I'm like, "What's that?" I'm like, "What's that noise?" It's the first time I've really heard it. It just started doing it though a couple days ago.
Right. Well, keep your eyes open for the sale.
Yeah. Or a weird refrigerant smell in your house.
Nothing bad's gonna happen though, right? Like,
Well, it might die in the middle of the night, and as long as you don't open it, it should stay cold for a day or two. But you may have to rush around and find somewhere to put all your refrigerated products, depending on what you got in the fridge. My fridge died on me the summer of 21 when we had the stupid heat dome here in Vancouver, and it was like 45 degrees Celsius outside, which is 110 degrees Fahrenheit. And the fridge finally packed it in, and I got stuck where I was like, I had all kinds of cheese. I got milk and cream for my coffees in there. There's all these salad dressings and other sauces and shit that's in the door and stuff. And I had nowhere else to put it at the time. I got a tiny fridge out here in the shop, a little beer fridge. It's actually like the little kind of ones you'd get in a hotel room, right? You know?
Mm-hmm.
A mini bar fridge. So I put a few critical items in there, but it quickly filled up, and I had nowhere else. I was getting the cooler out and pulling the ice packs out of the deep freeze, which was still working.
Janice wants to know if it's your ice maker. You know, like you push something up against it and it's on.
There isn't an ice maker in there.
All right, that solves it.
But everything in there is like getting really like frosty. Like everything looks like it has frostbite on it now.
It's kind of funny because when refrigeration units start to fail, they will actually, at times it's a 50-50, they'll go colder because they go to whack in, things aren't working right, and it can go one or two ways. It gets warmer or it gets colder. But either way, if you notice that it's starting to veer off the course, and especially if it's making that little rumble in the jungle, you know, his days are numbered.
Also, the milk in there, doesn't. The date was like for next week, but it's like smelled really bad all of a sudden. Is that bad?
Hey,
and hey, Gary Calvert too. Welcome.
Bad dairy's a bad idea.
We're talking how my fridge is going to blow up now.
I always keep a little thermometer in my fridge. I've got one that hangs in the door. It's a little clip-on thing. And you want your fridge to be, you know, 38 to 40, 42 at the most.
Circuit
And
City.
with dairy, yeah, you got. If it smells bad, chuck it out. When in doubt, chuck it out.
Circuit City.
We just have Best Buy now. Sears is gone.
Oh yeah, all that stuff. Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, I have to figure out something. But anyway, that's what that noise is. It's kind of weird, but Fry's Electronic, Octopus. Come on. Yeah, they're gone. They're gone.
Can you get
now.
a fridge on Amazon?
You probably can.
I bet you could.
You can get
Do a
anything.
video,
on
the
Amazon.
cheapest fridge on Amazon.
See, I'm gonna search for fridge, and it's gonna corrupt my metadata, and all the ads I see for the next fucking 6 weeks are gonna be about fridges.
I think that's what private browsing is supposed to be for, but
I
I don't ever do that either. But
Walmart.ca's got fridges, comes up, Coast Appliance. I don't see any Amazon shopping. I guess I should type in Amazon afterwards. How does that work?
Now we're talking
Yeah.
about refrigerators.
Here's one, but it's a smaller one. 3.2 cubic feet, so that's a little bit bigger than the bar fridge. No, actually, there's not a lot of choices. Anything bigger than a bar fridge you can't get on Amazon. I guess they're not going to third-party the delivery outside of their driver network to Jimmy's Fridge Company or whatever. So no third-party delivery. Maybe that's their motto.
Well, here I just took a picture of the inside of my fridge. So if my fridge goes out, I'm gonna have to find a spot for all my stuff. Okay.
Do you have a camping cooler?
So, what do you guys think?
Wait a
I'm
second.
gonna have to find a.
You've got ground beef on the fucking top shelf. Yeah, no, see, that's all.
I'm gonna have to find a place for all my
You know what?
things.
You don't need to find anywhere for that stuff, Johnny. You just throw that out with the fridge.
I wonder why it's making that noise.
You grab a jerry can and you pour the gasoline in the fridge. You throw a match and you walk away. My God.
You gotta wonder why this fridge is so noisy.
Is that from the food safe course? This is like, how many things wrong can you find in this picture?
that's disgusting.
Look
Can you name all the different microorganisms here that we're finding?
Yeah, I'm just kidding. That's not really my fridge. Of course.
Especially for two people, that'd be ridiculous.
I mean, what is that? What?
It's a nightmare.
What is this right here?
Oh, I can smell it too. Like just looking at that picture, I can smell
what
it
is that?
Smell like in that fridge.
Dinner.
Look,
Like
there's
taco meat or
blueberry muffins right there on top of it.
Watch those eggs.
Did you say wash those eggs?
No, watch them. They're gonna slide out and fall. If you move
Hey,
Hey,
that.
look at that. That's
bottom.
just nasty, man.
That's a petri dish there. That's a science experiment. Someone's working on antibiotics or something.
Inventing penicillin.
Damn.
Wow.
Even in the door, the shelf in the door where the dressing goes, there's a bunch of schmutz.
Oh my god.
Here we have someone who's confused a dishwasher with a fridge. Now that's probably meth. Okay, kids?
Yeah.
Drugs are bad, okay? Don't do meth.
Drugs are bad, okay?
Look at all the plates fit inside the fridge, man.
Gross.
Is that a melted piece of cheesecake on top there? Or is that a tortilla shell? That's a tortilla shell.
Oh wow. I can't tell these apart. I mean, every nasty fridge photo is like the same to me. Office fridge.
That one there on the right. Yeah, that one looks nasty. Is that Chinese food in there and stuff? Look, a half-eaten burrito on the top shelf.
Takeout.
A boxed meal, a styrofoam meal. Are those yogurts? Oh, I bet those are still good, right? What could go wrong there?
Says that's an office fridge somewhere.
Well, at least they're organized with the Post-it notes and the messages going.
Yeah, don't leave food in here after Friday.
Oh, yeah,
We'll
there
get thrown
you
away.
go. No, ask. Mine, get your own.
Now, I need to do that at my house with my kid.
Back
Don't
away from
touch.
my food. Expired. Hey, Facebook user. Who are you?
Hey, G Bucknell.
Hey, G.
G-Dot.
We're looking at some nasty fridge pictures because my fridge is making nasty noises. Oh, what is that? Hidden hazards.
Well, at least there's a box of wine in this fridge. Actually, that one is not bad. There's nothing wrong with that fridge. Eggs shouldn't be on the top shelf. Why is there 2 containers of eggs? You got fucking eggs.
I don't know.
Eggs
Hey,
on
Jeff
top?
Davidson.
Maybe someone likes brown eggs, someone likes white eggs, extra large eggs, extra small eggs. I only buy one kind of egg. Now, Johnny, do you get eggs from your chickens? Is that where you get your eggs from? Do you get like a half a dozen eggs a week? Or something?
No, not anymore. We used to. Not anymore. Oh yeah, I was looking up refrigerators. That's what I was doing.
I bet you're about $600 or $700 to get into a fridge. They're looking at about $1,000 Canadian for something around a 28-inch, 17.6 cubic foot. That's without an ice maker or a water dispenser.
There's got to be a 5150 fridge somewhere.
Oh, dude. Well, they make the little Marshall fridges. Those are cool for beers.
Yeah.
You see the little micro stack, but it's a fridge.
Might
Everybody's
get
Van
got one.
Halen.
I'll get an
Halen
electronic fridge.
Van Halen fridge. There's a couple things.
$400 Canadian for a little Marshall fridge. Of course, you probably need 4 or 5 of them. 3.2 cubic feet. Yeah, just big enough for a case of beer.
Do you have to cut the voltage on them?
Yeah, put them on a variac, right? Why not?
Yeah, to put a
You
variac
want to
on
put
the fridge.
4.4 high capacity beer fridge. There you go.
So
Kids.
they're tiny. You don't get them mistaken with your amp sitting there.
Yeah, no, I mean, if you look at the picture on this one, it looks like you got a stack where you can get maybe a dozen bottles and then a dozen cans. And what is that? 2 more shelves of cans. So, I mean, you could get 48 beers in that thing.
It's just a man cave fridge.
If you put them all in there at once, it's going to take 3 days for them to get cold. But
Having taken beers out of those fridges in band practices, they're not that big. Like
that one's actually probably bigger than the one I got here in the shop.
You can barely fit 2 6-packs in it.
Hmm.
I can get an 18-pack in my fridge.
Oh,
I
okay.
still have the little metal tray thingy that's the freezer. I pull that thing out every springtime. I pull it out and hose it down to get rid of the big ice block that builds up on that little metal shrub that comes down and frozen on the top and cold down underneath.
Mm-hmm.
No auto defrost, but it was a freebie. It came off a cruise ship. Saved it from a dumpster, and it served me since 1997.
You took it from a dumpster?
No, I saved it from a dumpster. It was on a cruise ship, and they were doing a refit, and they were going to get rid of it because it was a little bit scratched up and stuff.
Oh.
And I was like, can I throw that on my little dolly here? And he's like, yeah, shit, if you want to haul it off here, that's great, it's yours. And that was still before customs was a nightmare, and every time you had to get on and off a cruise ship, you had to go through customs. You used to just walk up the gangway and check in with ship security, go on board, fix their coffee machines, their juice machines and shit all day. Eat, which was a huge bonus. I mean, you'd walk 5 miles in a day. I put on a little step meter once. Because you're going up decks, down decks, across decks, all over, and you get 2 or 3 cruise ships in a day. But if you timed it right, you get breakfast, lunch, and an afternoon snack before you went home.
Night, Gary.
Good night, Gary.
Give me bottles of whiskey.
Welcome, Gary. Thank you for
Gary,
subscribing.
G-Dot's been here for a long time. Oh, no, Gary. Hey, Gary. Good night. He said good night.
You can't hear that sound still, can you?
So it holds a case. But when you say case, Rock Daddy, do you mean 12 or 24? Because in Canada, a case is 24. What do you call a case of beer? Would that be 12, 18, 24?
24.
24 for Michael B.
Yeah, it's 12-pack or a case.
24. What do well, I drink these Waterloo sparkling waters now. I get cases of 12.
Right.
So for me, 12.
I think I'm just pretty much.
Case here is 24 as well. Well, there you go. So that's universal. So that's perfect. I mean, 24 beers in a little Marshall fridge out. That's a weekend in the shop, right? Canadian beers, anyways. Our beer's a little bit stronger.
They screw things up
With the whole microbrewery thing now. All these crazy IPAs. I had this IPA a couple weeks ago. It was so gross. Couldn't drink it.
Oh my gosh.
Bitter and yucky. So it's universal. 24 is a case. G-Dot thought it was a 30. Octopus said 32.
Well, you can get 30. But to me, a case is 20.
Trips. Well, see, that's why I switched to whiskey from beer. Less bathroom trips, and I dropped 30 pounds. I went from 220 pounds to $1.85.
Holy crap.
Just from basically eliminating beer from the diet.
Yeah, I eliminated beer altogether. Now I'm on the sparkling water. Look at spiced apple. What do you think of that?
So it's like an apple cidery kind of?
It's like it tastes like cinnamon apple juice.
Yeah.
Do you think that's good? Do you think it's okay?
Yeah.
It's not the worst thing ever. But yeah, I just peeked in my freezer. The whole thing is like it looks like Hoth in there.
The freezer's cold as F, but the fridge part maybe is not so cold because the milk smells gross. Yeah, you might have a problem with that.
Or you have
Right?
to melt it, or you have to melt it and dry it out, and then turn it back
Do
on.
you have any kind of a thermometer? You take a temperature of something that's inside your fridge just to see where it's sitting at,
No.
or you drink some.
I've got Ned.
Cereal. Yeah, but Ned would do fine with nasty spoiled milk. That's what cats
What do you think? What do you think, Ned? What do you think? Oh, by the way, Ned, what was that? Oh, Ned wants to let you guys know, actually, that now Cody Van Halen is on Twitter. Cody Van Halen. It was breaking news last night. Where's the picture? You're just tuning in. Cody Van Halen is on Twitter now. Right, Ned? So give him a follow on Twitter. And soon he will be on Instagram as well.
Yeah,
Look at this guy.
Your defrost isn't working.
That's what that is?
Yeah, that's G-Buck not saying it too.
And what's going to happen with that? Because I don't know. You just got here. It's making like this horrible noise now.
Yeah.
Sounded like a compressor from what I could hear. So auto defrost is just a cycle where it doesn't cool.
Yeah, but if it doesn't drain, you'll get Hoth in your freezer.
A plugged drain will give you a nightmare too, because it does have to drain into an evaporation tray that's underneath the condenser.
Worth letting it melt.
Yeah. It's like Hoth in there, man. It's horrible. I'll show you guys. You guys want to see?
Yeah.
Now you'll have to really look in my freezer. You'll be like, nasty.
If it's the first time it's happening, you probably get another 6 months, then do it again, and then you'll get 3 months, and then you got to buy a new fridge.
Let's see. Enter studio. I'm afraid what's going to happen here. I think I have to mute myself. Hello?
There we go.
All right, here's the tour. Right. You guys are there, right?
Live action. Yes.
Okay, here we go. Walking. You can see me walking. Here's Ned having dinner.
Meow. Meow, Ned. Meow. It doesn't look like vermin.
Okay. Yeah.
I didn't know they made canned bowl food.
Well, that's not bad. What do you mean?
Like all this.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. That's not that bad.
There's some humidity building up in there, but there's probably a hole in the middle in the back.
And look at this ice.
Yeah, there's more than
your ice
it's not that
is
bad.
nasty. You don't use that ice.
Really? But it just started doing all this. Like, look at this.
Yeah.
And you can hear that, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that might just be an ice buildup on your fan rotors there, making it go off balance. It's not as bad as I thought. That's not a broken compressor. I would say you need to do a cleanup day. If you have a camping cooler, take all that stuff out of the freezer, put it in there. Try and minimize what you got in the fridge.
Sorry, my other camera just froze.
You missed all that.
I don't know why it did that, but
You need to do a fridge clean out, Johnny, where you're going to take everything out of there and maybe unplug it, get it some hot water in there, give it a wipe down. There should be a hole in that freezer compartment towards the back. It'll float down to it. Make sure that's clear.
Hey, Paco.
Evaporator tray. Hey, we were talking about him earlier.
We were talking about you earlier, man.
Give him the shout
Hope
out.
you didn't see it. No, I'm kidding. Dude, everybody's hoping you're okay, man. You guys had your, there was like a typhoon or something over there.
Another hurricane.
Yeah, we're talking about my fridge. My fridge is making like this horrible sound, and it looks like Hoth in there. We're waiting for a Wampa to jump out.
He's got some humidity buildup going on in his freezer there.
It's not training me.
The only way to get rid of that is to warm it up and let it all turn to water, and then make sure that the little hole thing's cleared. You know, if you got like a bamboo skewer, you could use that to try and clear it. Long zap straps would work to try and clear it. Piece of wire, because if it's got a tube on it, you don't want to pierce it. Covered wire.
It's not going to blow up in the middle of the night, though, is it? And like,
no. Right now, that sound is coming because you got a little squirrel type plant. It's got like a little hamster wheel with fins in it, and that's unbalanced because of the buildup of frozen water on it. So it's wobbling around while it's in there trying to spin. So if you melted all that ice and balanced it again.
Yes, it was so cold my camera froze in there. You guys saw that. I know, that's funny. Hey, Michelle. Smash that thumbs up. You got 8 minutes left.
I was expecting to see something like a Costco, like a Asian dinner and a frozen bag kind of thing that you used to get.
In there?
Pretty reasonable looking thing. Aside from the ice that looked like
beef and broccoli.
That's all that's in there is meat and vegetables. That's it. and Hoth parts. Yeah. Frozen Yoda feet. What do you think Yoda tastes like if you had to eat him?
Chicken.
It'd be like eating frog legs, but yeah, it tastes just like chicken, but it's frog legs. I ain't eating no frog legs. No thanks. Again, if I was hungry enough and it was the only thing around, I would eat it, but I'm not going to voluntarily.
You would eat Yoda if you had to?
I'm not starving.
I had eels.
No chicken feet, no frog legs, no beef tongues. That's where we're at.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
There's other gross things too, like haggis. But, I mean, why would you even do that on purpose?
There's like a
I knew there would be somebody, Rock Daddy, but I didn't know it would be you. Now that looks good. You got two different kinds of cake there.
That looks good. Right?
Yoda tastes like mocha and what's the bottom cake gonna be? I mean, the top cake's mocha. The bottom cake, is that like an apple spice cake? Not white.
Oh.
Chocolate. Lemon.
Grogu legs are yummy.
Yoda probably tastes like Chewy.
Now, is it like when they roast the pig and everybody fights for the ears? I want the ear. The ear's good luck. The best tasting part of the Yoda.
Oh. Gross.
That's not real Yoda. That's baby Yoda. They're different.
Yeah, it's Grogu.
That's like veal Yoda.
Look at that one.
Oh, you see now you got to that's one of those A for effort type deals where you know a kid made that. That was made by an 8-year-old.
Oh wow! Oh, everybody's doing this. Look at that.
Seems to be a thing, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably does taste like a reptile. Ugh.
Lizard.
Oh, Ned would know about that. Ned eats lizards all the time. Oh, gosh.
Those kind of look like a Ferengi.
Look at those. Oh, my God.
I think this is
Yoda
my
breakfast. Hey, wait a minute. Is that,
What's
what's the Yoda made out of there? Ham? Is that a little bit of scrambled eggs with... What the hell is that?
Yoda breakfast, pancakes, tortilla, bacon, and eggs.
Tortilla, bacon, and eggs. Well, I'm down for that. I'll
Short-term
need
treats.
3 of them, maybe 4. They look pretty small. With extra
Yoda
eggs.
soda.
Really? A bunch of grapes on a skewer is considered Star Wars inspired.
Oh, they're Obi-Wan kebabs. There you go.
With fruit. A bunch of strawberries on a stick.
There you
That
go.
seems like a reach. Deviled eggs. I saw deviled eggs there. Is there Yoda deviled eggs?
Wookiee cookies,
Thermal detonators are good.
lightsabers,
Wookiee
Thermal-
cookie.
detonators,
What the hell's the lightsaber? Is that asparagus stalks? What the hell?
Yoda soda.
Okay, now see, that's got green Kool-Aid and vodka written all over it, the Yoda soda.
That looks pretty good.
That's like margarita. Some tequila in there.
That's a Yoda Riga. Or whatever that is.
Well, I think 2 o'clock is my limit.
It's only 11.
Okay. All right. You get 3 more hours then.
I'll be here until the fridge explodes.
You see the map? We're over on this side, and he's over here on this side.
Yeah, but it's flat, Trey.
It's not. Actually, there's a lot of mountains here. I've been over the Rocky Mountains on an airplane. It's not flat at all.
Planes don't go the other way, so there's. there
It's
must
flat
be
when you get to Saskatchewan, which would be above Montana and North Dakota. So yeah, your North Dakota, South Dakota is kind of the same as the Saskatchewan. Looks pretty flat.
I've never been to California.
No? California's beautiful.
I'm sure it's awesome.
Oh, it's great, man. Our fridges are broken.
Wow.
You know, but yeah, Trev and I, we actually have a place in California we need to get to called Los Santos.
Mm-hmm. So is it thug free now? Like, are you still getting hacked?
Oh gosh, no. We were getting trolled just earlier today before we jumped in here.
Yeah.
It's particularly bad when Johnny streams on Twitch because there's a group of people who will look for people playing GTA on Twitch and then go out of their way to make their day miserable.
Oh, okay. And then they watch and think it's funny.
There's
So they're-
stream snipers.
Almost like swatting a game in a weird way.
Mickey's already there. I'll bet dollars to donuts. Mickey's in freaking Los Santos already. And he's probably at his nightclub or he's at his auto shop.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I just found apparently some warehouse I didn't know I had
Special cargo.
right before we started this. Yeah.
No, thank you.
Standing
Zach.
beside this building, it's got a blue circle in front of it. And he's like, "Do I own this?" I'm like, "I think it's yours."
Like,
There's a blue circle
I can
there.
go in here, huh? And I can tell the people in here what to do. I can send them away to get stuff for me. Oh my
Well,
goodness.
Having on. Yeah, really fun. It's good to see
What?
everybody. Trev, Johnny, I gotta go.
Dude. Oh yeah. Oh no, we're gonna split. We're gonna end this. We're gonna head to Los Santos on Twitch. So everybody, thanks for watching. You guys are awesome. Join me tomorrow night. Oh yeah, this has been Straturday night. Straturday Night Live. Join me tomorrow night for the Sunday night guitar ASMR show, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific. And if you want to keep hanging out, you guys, it really is a great time. Come on over to Twitch. We'll be live over there doing some GTA. Trev and I, you can talk with us in the Discord. It's a great time. It really is, right? Trev, I'm not making that up.
I'll bet you Zach Thong will show up.
We have a great time.
Maybe we'll get Majestic come along. I haven't seen him tonight, though.
Yeah, was he in here?
No, I haven't seen him today.
Man. So
And
come
you
on
never
over.
know, our favorite Swedish person, Dansken, might even jump in.
Yeah. Yeah, we have awesome people that come over, and we have a great time. Thank you, channel members. Thank you for your continued support for this channel and these shows. And, yeah, come on over to Twitch. Come on over. All right. Good night, Michael B.
Yeah, good night, everybody. Great to see you, Trev. Great to see you, John.
Good night.
Good to see you.
3 hours nonstop entertainment.
All right.
Yes, that's right. All right. Good night, everybody. Johnny Beane TV.
Adios, amigos.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Hey, it's Phil Henry here, radio legend. That's right. And you are watching and listening to Johnny Beane TV because I love it. And there's not a lot I love.